William Nylander, the birthday boy, gets tripped on a breakaway into the empty net. They score! Faithful Leafs!
You're watching Samwelb12.
All right. Ground ball. Vladdy over. They do it. The Blue Jays have won the division. The Blue Jays have won the division. Pop them if you got them. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're watching Samwelb12 Experience.
You're watching Samwelb12 Experience. That's me live on the SB12 Sports Network. Welcome into the Maple Leafs and the Rangers. It's the bad versus the very bad tonight. We're going to have a whole lot of fun doing what we do. Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Hockey night tonight. Leafs and Rangers going to tear it up. Maybe, but we'll see. Right now, we're probably watching the trade board way more than we are watching the actual game tonight. We're going to break it down. There's been a lot of activity today, so we're going to break it all down in just a moment. What's up, Steve? How's it going? Beverly, welcome in. Good to see you. Hey there, Billy. Kevin, what's up? Welcome in. Jeffrey, Carlos, how's it going? Good to see you. Joshua, what's up? Joshua is breaking all the trades here for us, and he'll be doing it all night long. Good to see you, Joshua, and welcome in. Dallas, how's it going? Lala in the house. Lala, happy birthday to your little dude, who's probably not too little anymore, but happy birthday, little dude. We appreciate you so much, Lala and the fam. Welcome in, Vic. Welcome in, everybody. Now, I've been working on my little chat program here, trying to make it a little bigger, so we can see it. What's up, Boogie? Welcome in. Oh boy, Anthony, cheers to you. Cheers. Davey boy, how's it going? Welcome in. Leafs, Rangers, and I think I made this font a little too big. It's massive. I'm gonna have to can I adjust? Will that work on the fly? I don't know if it will. Hey, we're gonna find out. We're gonna try it. Hang on, I'm gonna close this chat and reopen it because it's so big. All right, hopefully that will fix it. All right, that looks a little bit better. But welcome in, everybody. Leafs and Rangers, going to get going. We're going to get into the lineups here in just a minute, but I do want to go over all the trades that have taken place so far here today just to bring you up to speed. So we're going to start it. With Nick Dowd. Nick Dowd going to the Vegas Golden Knights. Dowd to the Knights in exchange for Vikman, a 27 third and a 29 second going back to the Washington Capitals. Our beloved Toronto Maple Leafs, they have made a trade. If you didn't see our community section, we posted it earlier today. Hey there, Pete. How's it going? Our one and only Nicholas Waugh, we talked a lot about him. Nick Waugh in a major trade going to the Colorado Avalanche in exchange for a conditional 27th first round pick. It's a top 10 protected, a conditional round first next year, and a fifth rounder this year. So a 22nd fifth and a 27th first in exchange for Nick Waugh. And I'm okay. I'm good with that. That's essentially taking Mitch Marner walking into town and switching it into a couple of draft picks. So, hey, I'm okay with that. The Florida Panthers send Jeff Petrie to the Minnesota Wild in exchange for a conditional 26th seventh round pick. Jack Thompson to Vancouver in exchange for Jet Wu to the San Jose Sharks. The Nashville Predators send our favorite Michael Bunting to the Dallas Stars, and a third rounder going back to the Preds. And then Warren Fogle in a conditional 26th third round pick to the Ottawa Senators, and back to the LA Kings goes a second round pick and a third round pick. So Warren Fogle going over to the Senators. So that is what we have going on today. And a lot more action surely coming along for us. So those are the trades so far, and we will break them as they go. And of course, anything you see, as long as it's legit, you're able to post it in the chat. Trocheck and Sam Carrick sitting out tonight. Yeah, we're going to get into the lineup right now. Let's break it down between the Leafs and the Rangers. Who's doing what? Who's going where? Let's go. Rangers and Maple Leafs. For the Leafs, Easton Cowan back on that top line with Austin Matthews and William Nylander. Matthew Nye is going to be back with John Tavares and Max Domi. Matthias Machelli going to be with Dakota Joshua and Jacob Quillen. Quillen called up from the Marlies, so Quillen is going to come in here and hold down the fort. Nick Robertson back with Kelly Yarncroke and Steven Lorentz. Morgan Riley with Brendan Carlo, Stetcher with McCabe, Simon Benoit with Philippe Myers, and Joseph Wall expected to get the start tonight. Hey, the Silver Ninja, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Now, I did see a post, and I don't know how legit it is, but I did see a post that said Kevin Weeks had reported that Morgan Riley is not going to waive his no-move clause, and he has every right to do so. Hail Niels, what's going on? Zibanejad, Laffy, Gabe, Igor, Fox, everyone else is nobody. Welcome in, Rangers. Rangers are gonna struggle. Scott Lawton, Bobby McMahon, Ekman Larson, all sitting out tonight for roster management purposes, aka they're trying to be traded. I'm a pancake. What's going on? Welcome in. The Rangers tonight going with Will Cooley, Mika Zibanejad, Gabe Perreault, Taylor Radish with Vinny Trocheck and Alexis Lafreniere, Ty Cartier, who I like Cartier so very much, Cartier with Noah Laba and Connor Sheary. Noah Laba, I just got his rookie card today. Adam Edstrom with Sam Carrick and UC Persinen. On the D side, Garikov with Fox, Schneider and Borgen, Robertson with Loralo and Shesterkin expected to get that start tonight. Whew, wow. Vakininen, Chimmer, and Brodzinski, they are all scratched tonight. No Rempe, he's still out with injury, as is J.T. Miller. So battle of the worst and the worst between the Leafs and the Rangers tonight, but it's going to be a fun one. We always make it a good time, and we are going to keep doing that here tonight. How do these two teams stack up against each other? Well, for those who want to take it seriously tonight, in the last 5 games, Vinny Trocheck, he has 6 points. Nylander has 5 points. Nylander and both Lafreniere, 3 goals in the last 5 games. Austin Matthews, 4 assists in the last 5. Trocheck, 5 assists in his last 5. Last time these two teams met was way back, beginning of the season, October 16th, and the Maple Leafs won 2-1. This is the second meeting. They will play again at the end of March, 20 days from now, March 25th. As far as the team stats go, the Rangers on the power play, they're 12th overall. Not too shabby, 22.4%. Maple Leafs have moved up to 17th. That's 19.9%. On the penalty kill, the Leafs, 83.4%. They do a great job there. The Rangers, 16th overall with a 79.2%. Face-off is still the Leafs' strong suit. At least it wasn't last night. But, hey, they are 55.9%, good for first overall in the National Hockey League. The Rangers, just behind them at 54.9%, puts them in the number 2 spot. Shesterkin, who, man, in the past, he has been lights out. He's 18, 12, and 6 this year. A 252 goals against and a 911 save percentage. Those numbers are decent. Those are decent goalie numbers. Joey Wall, he's 13, 9, and 4 with a 305 goals against and a 907 save percentage. He's got 2 shutouts on the year. Giles, what's going on? Welcome in. The Avs will probably finish high in the standings next year. Yeah, you know it. Listen, the Avs finish high in the standings every year. Shaw, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, okay. But welcome in. We appreciate you. We're going to keep that out. We don't talk politics here. We don't talk politics. This is a sports channel, my friend. You are more than welcome to go talk about that stuff elsewhere. Danny, how's it going? Good to see you. Frostbite, welcome in. Hey, Donato, what's up? Welcome in as well. Welcome in, everybody. Replace the Leafs with the Marlies. Lots going on. Absolutely tons of stuff going on. Chris, what's shaking? Welcome in. Hey, we got that first round pick. That's right. We'll take it. We'll take it. Matt Man, hello there. Welcome in. Jeff, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you as we're getting set for these Leafs and the Rangers. Now, who's refereeing? Oh, goodness gracious. Dallas, we have a problem. Dallas, we have a problem. Not Houston. Dallas, we have a problem. Dallas is like, what did I do? Wes McCauley is your official for tonight. Dallas's personal favorite, Dallas's special friend, Wes McCauley, getting the start tonight. He's the referee. Frederick Leclerc, the other referee. We got Brad Kovacic and Matt McPherson as the lines person. But Dallas, your bestie, Wes McCauley in the game tonight. Oh my goodness. Yikes. Hey, booze was, hey, that's okay. Listen, hey, it's all about fun here. It's all about fun here tonight. Let's see how it's going to go. How is it going to go? Will the Leafs be able to shut down the Rangers? The Maple Leafs 3-5-2 in their last 10. They have 5 straight losses. The Rangers 2-6-2. The only 2 wins coming over Pittsburgh and Boston. Toronto beat Edmonton, Calgary, and Vancouver. So it is going to be a tough one, a tough go here tonight for both of these teams. But someone's going to win. Somebody is going to lose. Hey, Jake, what's going on? Welcome in. Yes, Jonathan, of course. We posted it earlier today. Nick Waugh leaving. He has been traded to Colorado. Good for him. He may win a cup. He may absolutely win a cup. So good for him. And of course, a first-round pick coming back. Toronto desperately needed a first-round pick. So that is huge. Absolutely huge to get a first coming in. It is top 10 protected, but we got our 27 first-round pick back. Now, you know Colorado's going to be a good team, so expect that to be a late first-round pick, but we will take it. We will absolutely take it. Maybe it's the night that we're going to get the win. Maybe, Jeff, maybe. How many can we lose? Hey, Rick, what's going on? It's a lot of people are looking at Knies. Oh, I don't want to give up on Knives. We can't give up on Knies. Don't want to trade Knies. TJ, what's going on? I was hoping for Howla, but I'll settle for Bunting. First of all, Eric Howla, TJ. Howla is a good player. I like Howla a lot. But listen, Michael Bunting, he's still a young guy. Michael Bunting's one of those guys, Darcy Tucker-like player, banging and crashing, agitator, draw some penalties. I like Bunting. I would take Bunting back in a heartbeat. How did Wes get out of the duct tape? You double wrapped him. I don't know, Dallas. Little Steak, what's going on? Welcome in. February 3rd was the last win. That is crazy. It is crazy. That's so long ago. Oh, so long ago. But we'll get it out tonight. Listen, at this point, wins and losses, they're not going to make a difference. But let's just be respectable. Let's just try. Let's just try and get close. Right now, the Leafs sitting at 65 points. They're still, they're 10 points out of the top wild card spot, 8 points out of the second wild card spot. There's still a mathematical chance. It might be, the same chance that I have of, I don't even know, being invited to hang out with Triple H for WrestleMania weekend. It's a small chance, but you never know. It could happen. You seem to try. Maple Leafs going to try. They're going to trade more. There will be more guys traded for sure. Bunting would be a good UFA signing. Yeah, Bunting's great. Bunting is good. I don't think we need a goalie. I'm okay with our tendies. I'm okay. I'm a pancake. Were you saying that last year when Stolarz was rocking it, when he was crushing it? I don't think he sucks. Ronnie, what's going on? Welcome in. Go Rangers. Welcome in. Now, Ranger fans, Leaf fans, we have a lot in common. We just want some points. That's it. Oh, my goodness. Last night we saw a good jump between Austin Matthews and William Nylander. Again, both of those guys, the last 2 games have been playing well together. I expect those two are going to have some good jump again tonight. I want to see Easton Cowan get something done, and it looks like we already got a lineup change. Looks like Cowan is dropping down to the second line. Michelli is going up to that top line. I'm sure those will be interchangeable, so we'll see. I'd like to see Cowan get going. He made a nice pass the other day. He's been playing okay, but really would like to see Cowan get going and get in there. Any update on Matthews' arm? No, Dallas, I didn't see anything. I think he's fine. Just took that shot off the hand. He was shaking it out. He put it in, he took it out, he put it in, he took it out, and he shook it all about. He did the hokey pokey, and I think his arm is A-okay. But yeah, taking that last shot of the game right off the top of the hand, that one hurt. Wade, what's up? Sell Lawton. They're trying to work Lawton. Got to get another first for him, right? How does Scott Lawton come to the team and not even get a chance to play top six? Doesn't even get a chance to play top six. I would have had him second line center, put Tavares as your third line center. Give that a whirl. We all thought Tavares was going to end up the third line center, but just never ended up being that way. Cal needs to play top six. That's right. Let him play. Let's see what we can get from him. Daniel Barry, what's going on? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Simon Nett switched agents. Ooh, that's cool. Gumdrop, what's going on? Welcome in, Gumdrop. Let's go, Leafs. Let's do it, right? Let's turn it around. We want to turn this one around. Sorry, sports fan, I can't show. That's right, Dallas. Thank you, Dallas. Todd, what's going on? Welcome in. Hames should get the call up. Anthony, I'd like to see some of these kids get called up all the way around, right? There's a lot of young kids playing in the AHL, a lot of good kids out there that never really get a chance to cut it. And man, now's the time, right? Guys sitting in the rosters, bring them up. I'm glad the Leafs brought up Quinlan. I'm really glad the Leafs brought up Quinlan tonight, and he's going to get a chance to play. I know he's only going to be playing third line minutes, but Quinlan, if you've been watching the Toronto Marlies, Quinlan's a good player. Quinlan is a very, 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 very good player. So we'll see. We will see. Lucy, I'll have to check you out. And see what's up. Send me a message, Lucy. Send me a DM and remind me. Otherwise, I'll forget as it gets late. I get kind of tired. Donato, thank you for the heart. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the heart. Why, thank you, Gumdrop. I appreciate it. Thank you. I just didn't want to wear a hat today. First time in a long time. I haven't worn a hat to stream. Feels weird. But thank you. All right, last commercial break. Then we're going to drop the puck and we're going to play some hockey. This one is going to be interesting. I'm curious to see the jump the Rangers are going to come out with. Are they going to come use some speed, banging and crashing, or is the Maple Leafs going to look to take advantage of this team? Because these are two teams that are at the bottom of the standings. The Rangers, well, they are dead last in the East, number 10 spot. Toronto, number 7 spot. They got to figure it out. Overall, the Rangers are second last. They are 31 of 32 teams. 31 over 32 teams. So Toronto, they're 21 out of 32. So Rangers can't win this game. Toronto must come out with a win. Play count in top 6 for the rest of the year, man. I agree, Boogie. I agree. I would absolutely do that. Frostbite says, put the hat on. We're going to save that. We're going to save the hat. Kind of hope that we keep. Oh, Jay, I'm with you. I'm a huge OEL fan. And man, when I heard they were looking to move him, I was disappointed. OEL, I think, has been our best defender. He really, really, really has. So it's unfortunate. Hey, Lucas, what's going on? Hopefully the Leafs can break up the losing streak. It's definitely not Stolars's fault for yesterday's game. Leafs were sloppy. Yeah, Stolars didn't look great in the shootout. I'm a pancake. I see you there. Please. Easy with the spam. But thank you for your messages. Vinny going to the Wild, most likely. Ooh, that would be interesting, Danny. The Wild are an interesting team. A very interesting team. Now, it wasn't his fault. He didn't play great in the shootout, but he was absolutely stellar. He got peppered. What was it? 43 shots yesterday he faced. I mean, he was excellent. Didn't really have much of a chance on those goals. Hey, Chris, what's going on? You bet the Leafs tonight. Chris, right? They're due. If there's any game the Leafs can win, it has to be today. Bet you're happy that Wall left. Now, Mega, first of all, good to see you, buddy. I'm never happy when a guy gets traded. But listen, Wall came in. I don't think he really was fitting the mold of what we had. I thought he was a little bit slow. So good. Go to Colorado. Same thing. He'll be a bottom 6 player, depth player there. And he'll give them a chance. And hey, gets us our draft pick, right? OEL is the best chance at stocking your draft picks. That's true, George. He really is. Leafs need to lose every game and tank for McKenna. So Anthony, I don't think there's enough runway for the Leafs to do that, right? That is part of the problem. Part of the challenge is There's not enough games left. And when you have your bottom five, Vancouver, Rangers, St. Louis, Calgary, Chicago, there's just not enough space. I don't think those teams are going to win enough to catch Toronto. Even if Toronto lost the remainder of their games, they got 20 games left. If they lost every single game, I don't think those guys are going to win enough to catch them. So, you know, I think they can't make a playoff spot. I almost cursed. They can't make a playoff spot, and they're not going to end up a top 5 pick. And that is the problem. Why you do a top 10 protected pick. Why Toronto did a top 5 protected pick when they traded to Boston, I don't understand. You always do top 10 protected. It was just so silly of them. Leafs waited too long to try and tank. That's right, Road Warriors. A little too long, a little too late, but just no real runway. Drake, what's going on? Welcome in. The goaltender tonight, Joseph Woll, is going to get the start. Waller is going to get in there. Chris, thank you for sharing us out. We appreciate that. Thanks, everybody. By the way, if you're coming in, hitting that share, hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. We'd appreciate it. Are you going to any live Toronto games? So Colin, I don't have tickets as of now. I don't know if I'm going to get to another game before the end of the season, to be honest with you. I'd love to. I don't know if I'm going to get there, though. I'm hoping to get to a Blue Jay game this summer. It's been way too long since we've gone to see the Blue Jays. I got to go check out those renos because, man, the stadium looks good. Holy smokes, they're still doing this pregame talk. When are we going down to the ice, folks? We want to get this game going already. Thomas, what's going on? You're going to the game when the Rangers come to Toronto. Nice. All right, now they're going to another commercial break, but it looks like I can't see the timer on the board. It looks like the players are all heading to the benches, so this game is going to get underway shortly. They're going to the last commercial break. Maybe Dubas wants Nyes or deal. So, John and everybody's saying Nyes. Nyes is one of these guys. He's like, you know, he's your power forward type, right? Matthew Nyes, he's one of these guys you dream about having in your organization, and you still got Matthew Nyes tied up for a long time. What he's got 6 years left at 7.75. So a long time for Matthew Nyes. That's a lot of runway. And this kid is a young kid. He's going to develop. He's going to grow. He's got 16 goals this year. I don't think he's going to hit close to the 29 he got last year. Obviously suffered some injury, obviously not having a good a year as last, but nobody is. So I wouldn't give up on Matthew Nyes. Yes, teams are calling, and unless they knock the doors off, unless they go hog wild and they're like, here's multiple firsts and prospects and all kinds of nonsense, I don't think you trade Matthew Nyes. To me, he's one of the guys that have to be almost an untouchable. Invisible, what's going on? I got Cale Makar from the NHL Star Sticks. Nice. I got Makar as well. Good pickup. Did you say something nice? Oh, Justin, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing okay. That always sucks when that happens. James, what's going on? I need to see my Cubs play again. It's been almost 3 years. Oh, boy, that's a long time. That is a long time. I like Stolarz. Nyes is a huge part of the Leafs. He's got to be the future, right, Chris? He's got to be part of that future. I'm a big fan of Stolarz as well. But Stolarz is one of these guys. Does he get rattled? He sure does. But you have to be able to defend. And that is something we, as in the Maple Leafs, have struggled with. We have not been very, very good in terms of defending when he's been in net. So hopefully, they'll be able to figure it out. And Stolarz will get back on it. We want to see Anthony Stolarz here. I think we got a great goaltending duo between those guys. And we got some great goaltenders in the wings with Hildeby and Artur Atamakitrioff, who I can never say his name right. So we got great goaltenders coming up. At some point, somebody's going to have to go. But we will see what it will be. We'll be watching the dirt sheets all night long, watching the trade boards to see what comes over. And of course, if you see something announced, feel free to drop it in the chat. But if you do, please quote your source. For example, if you see a trade called out and you saw Elliot Friedman reported it, say, as reported by Elliot Friedman, blah, 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 blah. As reported by Kevin Weeks, blah, 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 blah. We want to make sure we're only posting stuff by legitimate sources. Got the Connor McDavid one. Oh, nice. I did not get the Connor McDavid one. I would love to get that one. All right, game is getting ready. It's about to start. They're on the ice. They're getting things set. Madison Square Garden is the backdrop for the game tonight. And we need William Nylander to go, go, go. Current 3-game goal scoring streak. Second longest this season for him. Let's make it 4. Why not? I don't want Nyes traded either. I think Nyes is going to continue. And I hope so. And listen, selfishly, thank you, Annie, for hitting that subscribe. Selfishly, I got my my Matty Nyes jersey, so I don't want it to happen again. Every time I get a player's jersey, they end up getting traded. So we got our Matthew Nyes jersey last year, or was it 2 years ago now? I can't remember. But we don't want Nysy to get traded. And what is happening with our widget here? Let's clean this up a little bit, move it around, and get it going. We'll explain all the widgets a little bit later, and I think we forgot to do that last game. But let's go, setting it up at center ice. The Rangers in their powder blue jerseys with the red pants. The Maple Leafs in the bright white. It's Austin Matthews in to take the draw against Zibanejad. And we are underway. Game on here in New York. I'm in Toronto, but they're in New York. Nylander comes away with the opening puck, backdoor for Machelli. He scores just like that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 13 seconds into this game, and Machelli puts it home from Big Willie Styles. Let's go.
Getting jiggy with it.
What a pass. Nylander backdoor to Machelli. He says, knock, knock. Nobody's home. Bada bing, bada boom, and the Leafs are on the board. 13 seconds in. That's got to be the fastest goal they've scored all season. Prediction going to be 4-2 Leafs. Lucas, I like that. I think it could very much be there. I'm in agreement with you. I like that. 4-2. Lucky shot. Unbelievable. Here come the Leafs some more. Matthews right in front, going to Machelli again, the same play. And he almost tucked that one home. We got a penalty coming up here. No, we don't. The referee put his arm up. Why did the ref put his arm up? Leafs going to touch it. Oh, is it a penalty coming to Toronto? And it's going to be Machelli going to the box. He scores the goal and he gets a penalty. All he needs an assist for the Gordie Howe hat trick. Can he get a natural Gordie Howe hat trick? Wow. Or, oh, he needs a fight. Sorry, a fight, not a penalty. A slash on the hands. I was getting ahead of myself. I was getting excited. Not a fight, just a penalty. I was getting excited. Wow. Boom. What's going on? Welcome in. Rough year for the Leafs. Hopefully they figure it out next year. Yes, indeed. I hope so. Jay, what's going on? Leafs have no chance in the playoffs. That sucks. I'd rather get a top 5 pick. Jay, unfortunately, they have no chance of getting a top 5 pick either. The percentages are probably very similar. Here go the Rangers on the power play. Yes to a fight. Let's get a fight, Rick. Rangers trying to go backdoor. Leafs break it up and getting it all the way down the ice. Wow. What action here in the opening minute of this game. Leafs scoring 13 seconds in. Machelli from Nylander, and then Machelli taking a slashing call. What a first shift. Here come the Rangers over the line. Lafreniere going to play this one around over on the far side. Cooley back to the point. Rangers taking a look. Hey, BB, what's going on? Welcome in. Rangers going over to the far side. Fox wants it back. He gets it. A ticket in the skates. Going to work it up the near side to Zibanejad. Mika. He's going to go down low. Rangers behind the net. Back over to Zibanejad. Mika looking cross ice. Goes to Fox at the point. Fox trying to pull Yarncroc closer towards him. Throws it towards the net. It's knocked down. Backhand. Rebound for Zibanejad. He can't shoot. Puck is sitting there in a diving play by Lorentz. Going to knock it out and down the ice. Good energy there by the Maple Leafs. 2 minutes into this game. Let's go. Anne-Marie, how's it going? Friction, what's up? Welcome in. Rangers dumping it in, trying to chase. Stetcher is there. This going to be kicked around. Let's go. This over at the side. BB joining the rookie squad. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. We appreciate it very much. Thank you for your support. This coming around all the way down the ice. Leafs getting it down again. 13 seconds to go in the power play. What's going on? Lois, how's it going? This coming around behind. Lewis, thank you very much. Good to see you. Rangers pulling it along the boards, trying to bring this one across. Sheary trying to get it deep. Carlo tying up his man. Riley comes over, playing it along, going to be chipped to the line. Järnkrok is going to fish it out. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Here comes Järnkrok. A little toe drag and a shot right on. Nice stop there by Shesterkin. Back to the point. Here's a one-timer. Didn't really get all of that, kind of feathered into the corner on the near side. Rangers just going to flip this one down. Philippe Myers is going to race back forward, going to bump it around the boards over to the other side. Carlo getting a big hit. Toronto trying to get it out. They cannot. Rangers keep it in with a tip right on. Wall with a nice save as Will Cooley was right there. Got a piece of it. Cooley going to pick up this loose puck, going around behind the net, turning, cycling it down low. Down around is Cartier. Cartier playing it back to the point, over to the side. Matthew Robertson going to bring this one up for the Rangers with a shot. That one goes all the way around to the point, back up top. Here's Cartier again with a blast. Nice save by Wall. Loose puck. It's still sitting there. Domi trying to fish it out of the feet. Domi going to play it up. Nick Robertson. He can't get there in time. Domi just trying to get it out of the zone. Joshua can't get it out. Robertson is chasing. Rangers a very good shift here. Ayaro spinning around, trying to center it. Leafs block it, goes to the side. Domi going to pick it up. And Domi just lifting this one up and going to send it down the ice. Not enough for icing. No icing. No icing. Let's go. Trade Riley and Benoit. Leslie, yeah. Problem with Riley is he's got that no move clause unless he decides to waive it. Hey, Matthew, Joshua, welcome in. No Kadri. Thank you for the follow. Dr. Hamza, I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Two bottom feeders looking desperate. Rick, we can pretend these guys are number 1 and 2 and they're fighting for that top spot. Leafs, Tavares, going to put this across, knocked down. Here comes Nyes. Nyes coming all the way in, and it's going to roll it on net. Nice job there. Racing back is Cowan. Cowan and Knives were side by side on that rush. Both of them driving heavy towards the net. Both of them driving in. I don't think Benoit has been awesome. I don't mind his play. Tavares back with it, going to center it, coming across. Here comes a quick shot, hits that side of the net. Cowan looking for the pass. Riley behind the goal line again. Somebody remind Morgan Riley, he's a defenseman. He's going to get back. Playing it around away from Nylander. Michelli on there as well now. Garkov going to play it up. Perreault keeping this one in. Myers going back in the corner. He's going to get a bump there from Lafreniere. Lafreniere is one of those guys, the number 1 pick, who I think didn't quite work out the way the Rangers had hoped for. But he is improving. Trying to get this one out. Nylander was breaking. They couldn't get on the puck. It did come out of the zone. Brodzinski went back for it, but Nylander, he was gone. If we could have got him the puck, he was off to the races. We want cake. We want cake. I love some cake. Ooh, a little tiramisu. Little lemon meringue. Rangers going to chip this one in the Leaf zone. Again, welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us here this evening. Little banging and crashing behind. Quinlan going to play this one up. Leafs can't get it out of their own zone. Now they do. A little trip at the line there. Rangers, so don't get called. Bringing it right back in the zone. Here comes Connor Sheary. Sheary has it taken away. Quinlan getting over to Myers. Myers looking up ice. Going to move this one across. All the way down. I could go for a big ice cream cake. A big ice cream cake. Toronto keeping it in the zone. Working. Robertson loses the handle. Little stick lift. Rangers still moving it across. Going to bring this one out. Cooley trying to feather it through. And Jake McCabe is going to break it up. A one-timer from the point, and they score. Schneider, I believe, a shot from the point. They're looking at it on the bench to see if it came out. Wow. Brother birthday the 8th. You gave me a great idea for a present. There you go. This one, yikes. McCabe rips it around the boards, and it's a one-timer from the point through a bit of a crowd, and it goes glove side, and I can't see, did this just go under the glove or did it go under the pad? But the Leafs were looking to see if there's something to challenge here. I think Cooley may have gotten the tip on it right in front of the net to change direction, and it is. Cooley is going to get it his 14th from Schneider. Woo! Thank you, my dear. Clearly Canadian in the house. Let's go. So the door is open. Is it being challenged? They're giving him a moment to look at it. Let's go. Let's go. 23rd, what's up? Welcome in. So they're coming over to look at the net. I guess there's a problem with the there's a problem with the net. They're looking. So they're looking at the net. I guess they can't find the puck. If they can't find the puck, it means it couldn't have gone in the net, right? That's how that works. So Wes McCauley is still looking, and Wes McCauley is pointing up to Wes has got a little bit of a cut. I don't know if that's a cut or a cold sore on his lip. I'll leave it for you to decide. So some little confusion here. Can't find the puck. Oh, you know what? It went in and Stetcher. Stetcher hammered it around the boards. So the puck comes out of the net, and Troy Stetcher hammers this puck. And so it's probably down the other side of the ice. All right, no challenge, no review, no nothing. It's a good goal. Will Cooley gets the deflection from Schneider, and it's a 1-1 hockey game here with 13 minutes to go in the first period. Here comes Toronto looking for more. Max Domi going to send this one around behind the net. Trying to get there was Joshua. He has it taken away. And here come those Rangers. Parsonen going to bring it up over the line. Working it through. Rangers trying to set it up. A pass in the slot with a shot. That one is blocked. Garikov with a nice shot. Leafs going to pick up this puck, giving it to Joshua. Little dangerous pass back. And Domi was able to get it out. And Leafs going to change very quickly. Garikov again is going to bring this one up. Very happy birthday to Nathan. Happy birthday to you. Let's go. Matthews to Edmonton. Barbara, are we getting McDavid in return? Connor Garland sweepstakes is heating up. Let's go. Let's go. Toronto in the Rangers zone, bringing it over at the side. Here's a quick shot. Hits the side of the net. Trying to pass it back. Stetcher going to put it back in the corner. Stetcher still there, pinching up. Getting it into the high slot. Leafs trying to feed it to a shooting lane. It's taken away. Rangers coming right back the other way. Bringing this one all the way down. That was probably the best happy birthday I think I've ever sung. Long pass out of the reach there of Cowan. He can't get it. Rangers right back in, turning, shooting. It's going to go high. 3 shots for Toronto, 2 for the Rangers. 11.5 to go here in the first. In a 1-1 hockey game, all tied up. Rangers back to the high slot. Little move, trying to pull the trigger. There was Rio. He can. It's going to come out. Matthew Nye's trying to get there. The Rangers have it right at the red line. Leafs are changing. Had to be careful. Avoid the too many men on the ice. Now they're switching it up. Here comes Matthew Robertson in the zone, working around. Philly Myers trips. He goes down. Rangers couldn't take advantage of it. Back behind the net again. Working it here. Connor Sherry taken away by Myers. Up to Nylander. Nylander back pass across. Matthews takes it off the skate, kicked it ahead, and the Rangers very quickly going to turn and send it down into the Leaf zone. Wall comes out to give it to Myers. Myers uses the boards. Up to Nylander. Nylander bringing it back deep in the zone. Myers there, pinned up along the boards, trying to get it out. Michelli is there. 4 Leafs come together, and a Ranger comes away with it. Shot right on. Nice save. Another one-timer. And Joseph Wall is going to hang on to it. Holy smokes. Wow. They're going to go to a commercial break. The intensity picking up here in the bottom of the bottoms. The battle of the bottoms. The Leafs and the Rangers stinking it out this year, but holy smokes, did they come to play today. See, thank you for the cowboy hat and mustache. I appreciate that. Joshua, what's going on? Thank you for the heart. and welcome in everybody. If you are just joining us, welcome in. My name is Sam. Thanks for being here tonight on the Samwelb12 Experience, live on the SB12 Sports Network. If you're watching on the television, welcome in. We see you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry you got to stare at me on the big screen, but thanks for watching along. I hope you enjoy our coverage. Hoo-wee. And again, welcome into those that are watching along. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, and hit that subscribe as well. We want you as part of our sports community. I'm going to crack this open. I got to tell you, they by no means sponsor the channel, but I love me a country raspberry, clearly Canadian, simply the best. Oh, it's so good. And it's so cold. Nothing beats a good cold beverage. All right. When I found that cardboard was from... What? Wait a second. Cardboard was made from tree bark? I didn't know that. Is that a legit thing? BB, are you dropping truth bombs right now? Cardboard is made from tree bark? I didn't know that. Bullwinkle would say, let's go to a commercial and we'll figure out what there's... Oh, man, I love Bullwinkle. Rocky and Bullwinkle were the best. Shaw goes, no, I'll take the adult beverage. Hey, Matt, Trocheck to the Red Wings. Is that confirmed? Is that confirmed, Trocheck to the Red Wings? That's a heck of a deal if it is. Red Wings are getting stocked up. Hey, Sam, I enjoying every minute of the game with you. Go Leafs, go. Anne-Marie, thank you so much. I appreciate you watching along, and I'm glad you're having fun with us. It's a pleasure to have you along for the ride. Oh, I'm having Kool-Aid, but we did have burger tonight. Lala, the question is, what color Kool-Aid? What color Kool-Aid? Jim, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome in. Not playing in Toronto. Toronto has a chance. That's right, Ben. In New York. Here comes Toronto. Gonna play this one back. Long pass up ice. Too far. Coming out to get it. Shesterkin gonna play this one around. Leafs trying to keep it pinned here in the Rangers zone. Working this one across. Hey, Garden Rocks. What's up, Samantha? Sam, you changed your name? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. We should catch up sometime. That's right. TSN is where it's at tonight. TSN game. Listen to Sam. Actually, game's not on TV in Alberta for the Flower and Garden. Nice. This down at the side. No, cardboard is not typically made from tree bark. Instead, it's produced from wood pulp derived from softwood trees like pine or spruce. Greeny, thank you for dropping it. Dropping the facts. From Elliot Friedman per Logan Stanley and Luke Shen, not dressed tonight. Ooh. Ooh, another Luke Shen. Luke Shen gets traded at trade deadline every year. Here comes Toronto Cowan. Going to flip this one down in the zone. Rangers going back to pick it up. Still only 3 shots apiece. 3 shots apiece. And we are tied 1-1. Not a lot of shooting going on here tonight. Come here for the commentaries. Stay for the humor. And usually leave on Onyx insults. There you go. Love it. And now there's a hole in my wall. Oh, yeah. Love the Kool-Aid man. He's the best. Hey, Bill. How's it going? Hopefully Toronto continues to lose. Can Boston just give us our pick back? Bruins management, if you're listening, can we just have our pick back, please? This coming around. Rangers going to hold this one in the zone. Nylander tried to poke it free. Rangers walking up with a shot. Nice stop there by Wall. Going over to the side. Benoit has his man tied up. Matthews comes back over, gives it to Myers. Myers working it along the boards. Nylander going to take over. Nylander going to get it out of the zone, and the Rangers going to back up. If you want to watch a great movie, watch Draft Day with Kevin Costner. Draft Day, it's all about, well, draft day. But the trading of draft picks and everything that goes on, it's awesome. That's what the Leafs need to do. They need to pull a draft day move. Hey, Cheeto, what's going on? Welcome in. Bruins fan here. No, you cannot. Oh, but I said please. This coming down. It was a good movie. Joshua was a great movie. Robertson putting it ahead. Here comes Toronto. Joshua in over the line. Dropping it back, but a little too far as that comes out of the zone. And it's an offside call. Lala, you did? You met good old Kevo? That's pretty cool. Draft Day is a good movie. Waterworld was okay. Draft Day was better. Draft Day and Tin Cup were two of my favorite Costner movies. So good. It was the best. And JFK was good too, Dallas. JFK was really good. You met Dennis Quaid. Nice. Hey, Sarah, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the crazy. I mean, welcome to our very professional stream. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. We have a signing, Joshua says. We have a signing. What is Joshua breaking for us? What do we get? What is the news? Who's going to play tonight that's going to be traded? I don't know. We'll see. He met Dennis Quaid, and the Onyx can't even meet Samwelb. That's funny. The best slice of pizza in Toronto? That's a good question. I'll be honest. There's a lot of small, like mom and pop shop pizza places that are phenomenal. I have not tried enough. I usually stick like Pizza Nova is my go-to because where I live, we don't have a lot of those independent mom and pop places, but that is typically where you get the best pizza. IDK, what's going on? Let's go Toronto. Your favorite team. Me too. Me too. Love it. Oh man. Okay. So I got to make this chat even smaller. It's still too big. I thought I did myself a favor, but I made it way too big, but that's okay. We need a pizza report from last night. So the pizza was okay. It was from Papa John's last night, a little barbecue chicken pizza. It was okay. Had to warm it up because by the time the game finished, it was a little chilly, but it was good. Hey, listen, it was food. It was late. I was hungry. Let's see here. I wonder if the CFL did a draft day movie to see how the Arcos do their draft. Jeff, that's awesome. For a slice, Fresco's best $5 massive slice. Hey, there you go. There you go, Fresca. I hated Toronto. I met you all. I'm glad I could turn you around. Sam, who won the Nick Waugh trade? I think we did. Getting a first and a fifth, getting 2 draft picks for Nick Waugh. We'll take that all day long. Back to the line. Here's a blast. As they return from commercial break, Leafs have it in the Rangers zone. Another shot towards the net. Tipped, hits the goalpost. Another big try here as Stevie Lorentz a couple kicks at the can, and he almost put it in. Good work. Here comes a line change. Lorentz going to throw it towards the net. Nylander to Matthews in front. Matthews between the legs, and Shesterkin with a big blocker save. Matthews getting fancy. Somehow brought that between his legs. Whoo-wee. Pop shop, nice. There you go. Hey, Lisa, what's up? Welcome in. Coke, how's it going? What Leaf do you think's going to win the Conn Smythe this year? You really want me to answer that? Cujo versus Potvin. Ooh, Green, that's a tough one. Cujo versus Potvin. Good pick there. There's a new Youngblood movie, Joshua. I did not hear this. Cheeto, what's going on? Again, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the follow. Down at the side, Rangers trying to poke this one through. Rangers are up to 7 shots now. 3 for the Maple Leafs. Oh, excuse me. I had that backwards. 7 for the Maple Leafs. 4 shots now for the Rangers as Rangers are still coming. Under 6 minutes to go in this first period. Not a whole lot going on, but we are tied 1-1. Rangers across. Zibanejad had fans on it. Nylander going to put it around the boards. Michelli can't get it out. Tavares is going to get it out. Michelli and Nylander, I assume, are going to go to the bench, and they are. They're going to go change it up. Setting up behind the net here is Garakov. Going to look over to the near side, and the Rangers working it out. Nice little breakout into the zone. I thought that was offside. Stetcher in the corner, trying to get it up to Easton Cowan. Cowan going to pass across, back over to Cowan. Cowan going to pick this one up. He's going to carry it in. Cutting towards the middle is Cowan, and he has it knocked off his stick. McCabe didn't see it come right by him. Rangers going to bank it up 2-on-1. Nyes coming back. Everybody coming back now. Rangers a little drop pass feeding in the middle. Taken away. Little pass across. Back over to Cowan. Cowan trying to hit Nyes. Got it to him. Nice pass. And a nice move by Nyes, but just ran out of real estate. Goes into the corner. Joshua back to Myers at the point. Leafs working it across. Here's a long shot. and Shesterkin is going to make the save and hang on to it. It comes out tomorrow. You see the preview with Scream 7. How have I not heard about a new Youngblood movie? Hang on a second. I gotta look this up immediately. First of all, is it a remake of the original or is it like a new movie? I had no idea. Canadian remake of 80s classic Youngblood aims to rewrite hockey's dated playbook. What? All right, who hang on a second. So I'm just gonna take a quick look at this. I can already tell you this is not gonna be anywhere near what the original was like. I'm already disappointed. I'm already disappointed. Nope. Okay, there's some action. There's some hacking and whacking. But this does not feel anything like the original Youngblood. And listen, Youngblood is such a hard movie to remake. Such a hard... Now, I'm watching it with no volume, but it's such a hard movie to remake. Remember, the cast of the original Youngblood was so crazy. And this is PG-13. Youngblood can't be PG-13. Oh, man. Oh... I'm a little disappointed. I mean, maybe I just hold Youngblood in such high regard. Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe. I mean, it was amazing. Keanu Reeves was in there in the original. Just looking at this cast. Man, yeah. I'll have to watch that preview again. But yikes. Ordered 6 Swiss chalet sauce. There you go. Keep 6. What's up, man? First of all, I love Swiss chalet. I haven't had it in a long time. Hello, what's going on? That's a lot. Good luck to you. Dan, what's up? Welcome in. Gonna play this one across. Had a story to tell last night, but didn't. I had a story to tell. What story was I gonna tell? This coming across. Toronto down under 4.5 to go. Samuel, what's going on? Toronto got to lock in. Yes, they did. They said there will be clues from the OG movies. All right, well, we'll have to see. Now, Spaceballs definitely needed another movie. We got a penalty. Parsonen is going to go to the box. Maple Leafs going to go to the power play right now. Maple Leafs to the power play. Sugar Lee, what's going on? Welcome in. So a little power play opportunity here for Toronto. Let's see what they can do. Yeah, I can't wait for the Spaceballs sequel. Can't wait for Scary Movie 6. Those stupid comedy movies, that's my jam. All right, Riley, Knives, Matthews, Nylander, Tavares, the squad on here for Toronto. Side of the net. Nylander putting this back up top. Back to Willie. Big Willie Styles taking a look. Up top to Riley. He can't hold the line. Hot pass, hops over his stick and comes out. I'm sad. Thank you for the follow. Don't be sad. Be happy. Gonna play this back to Nylander. Willie and Matthews working it up. Gonna flip this one over on the far side. Tavares with it. Off the boards to the point. Rangers gonna intercept and play that one down the ice. 35 seconds gone here in the power play. Need Toronto to turn it up. Sugar E. Sorry. It's so small. I tried to make it bigger and I still got it wrong. Sugar, what's going on? I'm just going to call you Sugar. Sugar E. Back over Riley. Getting it returned. Riley, the middle of the ice, over to Matthews. Matthews looking. Matthews going to go back up top to Nylander. To the middle for Tavares, turning, and that one gets blocked. Nylander to Riley. Riley throwing it towards the net, looking for a tip. Tavares couldn't get there, and the Rangers going to send it down the ice again. Change it up, boys. Put the B unit on. Put the B unit on. Let's go. Can you feel a chill up your spine? No. Do you think Nyes is gone? Hunky, I hope not. I hope not. I hope he stays. Here comes Cowan. Cowan on the power play. Back to McCabe. McCabe is going to take the shot. Over to Michelli over the side. Oh, we got the little line. Domi, Michelli, and Cowan together. Back over to Domi. Domi going to put this through to Robertson, turning. His shot gets blocked, and the Rangers going to put this one down again. 15 seconds to go on the power play. 2.5 just about to go here in period number 1. Let's go. TSN show the Leafs are looking for a first and second rounder if they're going to trade Ekman Larson. I think you almost got to get more than that. I think it's got to be a first, a second, and a prospect, in my opinion. Hey, David, what's going on? Welcome in. Sounds like it. Zibanejad going to bring this one down low. Zibanejad still with it now. Going to turn and wrap it around behind the net. Toronto racing over to the corner, picking it up, getting it ahead to Cowan. Cowan working it up. Quillen, Jacob Quillen going to throw this one down. Quillen coming with it. Quillen getting bounced into the boards. He's on with Yarncroke. Yarncroke and Quillen kind of run into each other. Quillen meant to flip this back to Benoit, but it just rolled on him and it got sent up and out of play. 1:52 to go here in the first. Shots are only 7-4. 7-4. Scary Movie 1 to 3 are some of the dumbest, funniest movies ever. Onyx, those are the best movies. I got to rewatch them. I haven't rewatched them in a long time. I was just starting to like you, Kevin. Change mind when you're picking on Willie Styles. That's funny. Would you rather have John Tavares as captain or Matthews? So, you know, and again, nothing against Austin Matthews. We don't know what happens behind closed doors. But I don't see anything from Austin Matthews that says he's a leader. That's going to be an icing against the New York Rangers right off the draw. So I don't see Austin Matthews as being a leader, right? I don't see him waking guys up. I don't see him making guys better. I don't see him motivating. Now, he could be doing it behind closed doors. We don't know. Tavares was like that as well. Tavares was a very quiet leader. I want a leader who I can clearly see is leading. Back to Carlo. Carlo off the draw with a shot, and Shesterkin is going to hold that one. Steve, don't be a menace. Oh, that was pretty good, too. I haven't watched that in forever. Keep 6. Grabinkin, he's doing okay. I think he's third line Philly. I would love to have Grabinkin still on our team. You might be too young for Monty Python. Oh, yes, of course. I mean, the Monty Python Holy Grail was hysterical, right? Those were some good movies, for sure, for sure. I haven't watched them in a long time, though, David. A very long time. Hand pass, it's going to get blown down again. Had like 4 whistles in a very short time. A leader like McDavid, Crosby, or Suzuki. Yeah, I mean, listen, Crosby is one of the best. I mean, talk about a true leader. McDavid, I mean, you see passion from him all the time in both positive and negative ways. Ty, what's going on? Had to come back. How was barbecue pizza last night? Ty was okay. It was okay. It was a little cold, so I had to warm it up, but it wasn't bad. It was late and I was hungry, so it was worth eating. Here come the Rangers. Going to bring this down. 1:13 to go here in this first period. Shots now 8-4. Toronto has that lead. 1-1 on the scoreboard. Down just behind the Leaf goal. McCabe going to pick it up. Nobody is skating right now.
Last minute of play in this period.
Nobody is skating. It is a slow game. Fox going to send it around to the neutral zone. Back over. Rangers going to bring it into the Leaf zone. Toronto going to try and chip it out. They struggle. Rangers with a chance in the slot, and they turn it over. Toronto up the middle of the ice. Going to chip this one in the corner. 40 seconds to go. Leafs running in. Little collision behind the net, and the Rangers going to come away with it. Going to work this one out. Come Willie Inc. Willie is definitely not leadership material. Thank you, Ty, for hitting that follow. Marner should have been me. Marner was definitely not captain material. I'll tell you that, Racing. Welcome in, though, Racing Hot Wheels. Here's a long shot. That one's getting knocked down. First of all, Marner did not want to be in Toronto. Miss, thank you for hitting that follow. He had attitude. He did have attitude. But I tell you, if you have a player who does not want to be in a city, there is no reason to make him captain at all. Marner had bad attitude. That's right, Joshua. We're going to talk about that coming up at intermission. It was pretty funny. That whole Paraenko situation is crazy. We're going to talk about that and all the other trades going on at first intermission, so make sure you do stick around. We got 11 seconds to go, but it's pretty much over. Off the draw, Rangers going to play this one up to the blue line. It gets intercepted, knocked back down. Rangers going to send it in their own zone, and the first period comes to an end, 1-1. It's going to end. Not a great first period by either team. Will Cooley gets the goal for the Rangers from Schneider on a nice deflection, and Matthias Michelli gets the goal for the Leafs from Nylander 13 seconds into the game. Total shots, 8 for the Leafs, 4 for the Rangers. Rangers are crushing the Leafs in the faceoff circle right now, 61.5%. Wow. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play, 8 hits for Toronto, 9 for the Rangers. Each team with 4 block shots, only 2 giveaways for Toronto, 8 giveaways for the New York Rangers. But welcome in, everyone. Again, thanks for being here. Make sure you do hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. If you haven't hit that subscribe, please do hit that subscribe. He left Toronto until the Leafs screwed with him. I don't think the Leafs screwed with him. The Leafs didn't do anything to him. It was his choice to leave. The Leafs did not want to trade him. They wanted to sign him. And he made it very clear he had no intent in staying in Toronto. So it's very, very unfortunate. All right, so that's right, keep 6. So I wanted to talk about this situation because it's very similar to the situation with Morgan Riley. Where can I buy a Samwelb shirt? Oh, Greeny, thank you so very much for the super chat, 279. Where can you buy a Samwelb shirt? If you go to our website, Samwelb12 Experience.com, you can click on our store link. That will take you to our merch shop. You can also, if you go to our main YouTube homepage, you can click on, is it store or shopping? Let me see what the heading is. But on our main YouTube page, you can click into the shop as well. If you go to the main page and click on store, you can do that, and that will bring up some of the items. And then you can click into our full store to see more items. Well, why aren't they all displaying here? That's weird. Yeah, a couple of different ways you can do it. Go to our website, Samwelb12Experience.com, go to the store tab, or go to our main YouTube page. Actually, I'll just post it right here. I will post it over here. So you can go right there, and that will take you to our store page. Oh, thank you, Onyx, dropping it in as well. But yeah, we appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy some of the merch. There's hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs. There's all kinds of stuff. So enjoy. And if you do purchase something, let me know. Send me a picture with it, and we'll put you on our social media. Nicholas, thank you for hitting that subscribe. Welcome to the community. All right, let's talk about this situation with Parenko, because it was a very bizarre one. It kind of came out yesterday that the St. Louis Blues were trading Parenko to the Buffalo Sabres, and that St. Louis had asked a lot of players to think about waiving their no-move clauses. And so somehow this got out, whether the team leaked it, the agent leaked it, somebody leaked it, that it was coming out. Sam, I'll buy one of your shirts if you wear a Habs jersey during the playoffs. Vestibules, I'll be honest with you. I don't have a Habs jersey. And well, Toronto's not going to be in the playoffs, but if Montreal is in there and Montreal is doing well, if I had a Habs jersey, I would wear it. I have no problem supporting Canadian teams. I'd wear an Oilers jersey. I got a Jets jersey. I don't have a Montreal Canadiens jersey. Sabres have made a miraculous turnaround this year. What's the recipe? Listen, Sabres. Okay, hang on. Let me get back to that. I'll get back to that. So let's talk about Parenko. So somehow this leaks, right? It leaks that this has been offered. So first of all, not cool, because you're putting a lot of pressure on a player who now the entire hockey world knows that this trade has been offered. So he sleeps on it. He thinks about it overnight, and he comes back and he says, you know what? I negotiated for my no-move clause. I don't want to go to Buffalo, which Buffalo's a pretty good team. Why not see how far you can run with them this year? And says, nope, I don't want to go there. Now, he did come back. He nixed that trade, but he said he wants to stay on the West Coast, somewhere like LA. He'd be willing to go. So there's still room for him to move, but that is a situation where, truth be told, they probably should have went to the player and said, hey, we have this deal. Will you move your no move clause? Instead of having it come out in the public and everybody knows it's there. So that was just a bad situation. Kevin Weeks reported earlier that Morgan Rielly said he would not waive his no move clause. I don't know for a fact that he was asked to do so, but that is kind of the report I saw. So that's unfortunate. It seems like we're going to be stuck with Morgan Rielly. Micah's played with Marner and Matthews, and Leafs upset Marner and Mike Cuz, and both asked to be traded. Who's your Cuz, Racing Hot Wheels? Who's your Cuz? Your Cuz played with Marner and Matthews. So your Cuz is Matthew Nyes, because Matthew Nyes is the one who played with Marner and Matthews. But who's your Cuz? Your Cuz is so your cousin is Matthew Nyes. Yeah. I don't think the Leafs upset Marner and your cousin and both asked to be traded. I don't think Matthew Nyes asked to be traded. He just signed an extension. So, yeah. All right, let me scroll back here because I saw there was another question. Speaking of the Habs, what do you think of Montreal picking up Bobrovsky? So, Travis, if that actually happens, I would be very curious what Florida would ask in return. Bobrovsky is one of the best goaltenders. This year he's struggling, but Bobrovsky has been one of the best goaltenders. And, especially in the playoffs, he's been lights out. So if he can actually turn around and do it in the playoffs again, holy smokes. I thought the Oilers would make a run at Bobrovsky, and because wouldn't that be poetic, right? The goaltender who beat them both times in the for the Stanley Cup, then goes to Edmonton for a crazy run to win it. But listen, if Montreal picks him up, and nothing wrong with Sam Montembeault, I would assume Montembeault would go back the other way. Yeah, I would assume that would be the case. There's no way Montreal is trading Jacob Dobish. No way they're trading Jacob Dobish. And I can't imagine Florida sends Bobrovsky without asking for Dobish in return, being a young goaltender. So it would be very, very interesting. It'd be very interesting. Noted Bobrovsky, too soon. Habs still developing. Yeah, and so it would be a crazy trade. Luke Shannon is a healthy, not dressed for the Jets. What is that? Sean, so it just means they're negotiating for him. They're trying to work something out. For him. What's the best young gun you ended up pulling from your Series 2 stuff? Nothing good. The crusty old crow. Nothing good. I didn't hit any of the big ones. I did not hit any of the big ones, which was very, very unfortunate. And I left them over there. But I can get them next time and run them down with you. But yeah, didn't hit any of the big ones, unfortunately. And I did see that comment. I think where was it here? Hang on. I think Lala, you said, Sam, you would wear a Habs jersey? I mean, I would. Listen, I want a Canadian team to win. And what it looks like is we're only going to get 2 Canadian teams in this playoff run. I have my Oiler jersey. I have my McDavid All-Star jersey, and I don't have any Montreal stuff because as a Leaf fan, I can't really cheer for Montreal when the Leafs are in the thick of it, right? When the Leafs are in there. Cannot do it. But if there's no Leafs and the Habs are the only Eastern Conference team, we'll probably be covering that series, and I'd love to have some kind of Canadians merch to wear to show my support because we want a Canadian team to win. Hey, Dakota, how's it going? Listening while writing my master's paper, needing my NHL updates alongside. As a side, though, the Habs got Flower, right? Maybe trade Dobbs. So they don't have. So the 2 goaltenders right now for Montreal, Sam Montembeault and Jacob Dobish. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. I can't imagine Montreal gives up on Dobish. I don't. Elliot Friedman reveals Maple Leafs potential blockbuster trade plan for Nyes. Oh, I'm curious. I'm curious what Friedman is saying for that. Someone pulled Nathan McKinnon bootleg card. That's crazy. Do you think LA Kings are pursuing Matthews this summer? No, I don't. Listen, Matthews is still under contract, right? Matthews is still under contract for 3 more years, 2 more years after this year, 2 more years of Austin Matthews. So I don't think anyone's going to pursue him unless they're talking to Toronto as a trade. Now, Matthews, like Nylander, like Tavares, like Morgan Riley, like half the roster, have no move clauses. So they're not going anywhere unless they decide they want to go somewhere. So don't think he's going anywhere. Why are we tied? Shouldn't we be winning, Jonathan? We should be. Habs Oilers finals. Dan, oh my goodness, that would be insane. That would be absolutely crazy if that happened. Hey, Jay, I heard trade today. Let's go for CeeLo. Now, Jay, is that just a 1-for-1 or are there future considerations in there? My goodness. Jay, you're amazing. So funny. You crack me up. We can differ, but I won't. Let's see here. Is that Garth Brooks revised? Oh my goodness. My top card in my collection is Tyler Bonsai. Nice. Flower. Oh, in the AHL. Oh, right. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Did he sign in the AHL? Bob and Monty for a year. Maybe they trade Monty. But listen, there's a lot of possibilities. Let's see here. Does Dallas have a chance at winning? Yeah, Dallas is a good team. It's funny, when you first said that, I thought Armad Dallas. No, she has no chance of winning a Stanley Cup. But yeah, Dallas is loading up. Dallas is looking good, right? Dallas is looking they're going to be strong. Colorado is going to be very tough to kind of knock out. But if you get on the right trajectory, right, if you get on that right bracket path, you could have a way if the games just work your way. Right now, if the playoffs ended today, Dallas would be playing Minnesota in the first round. That's going to be a tough series, a very tough series. Colorado would likely play Utah. Likely play Seattle. They would play the second wild card team. So Colorado would move on, and then the winner of Dallas, Minnesota would play the winner of Colorado, Seattle. But yeah, Dallas is trying to get stronger. Dallas is trying to be able to contend with Colorado. That's going to be a banger of a series if it gets there, for sure. Love your Habs attitude, Sam. You get the Lady Bing. Woo! No Move is at the company that makes Riley skates. Amazing. What do you think of the Waugh trade? Was it a fair price? I'm glad we got a first rounder for it. I think it's a fair price for sure. I wasn't a huge Nick Waugh fan. Listen, we got him, as part of the whole Marner situation. I'm glad we got something. We really now turned that into a first and a fifth. So effectively, that's what we got for Mitch Marner. We'll take that, right? I heard you might be in the mix. Jay. Mio Rand still lives in my nightmares. Oh, Michael, I bet. Dallas could win the cup. I have faith in her. Brad, what's going on? Dallas or Colorado? Couldn't be two unbelievably tough teams. Hey, Richard, I'm here for some reason. Richard, we are glad you are here. Glad you're hanging out with us in this madness. Ducks versus Sabres for the cup. That could be one of the lowest rating cups of all time. My goodness, could you imagine? The Ducks have a heck of a time. Right now, again, it would be Anaheim-Edmonton in that first round. Anaheim-Edmonton, and that's not a cakewalk for the Oilers. That would be something. That would be something crazy if the Ducks go on a run like that. Oh, my goodness. Just remember that Petrie is still in the league. That's right. It takes the guy to get traded. What was he traded for? Like a 7th round pick or something like that? To be like, oh yeah, look, there's Jeff Petrie. Think the Leafs should have left the C on Tavares. Danny, I tend to agree with you. I have a feeling it was part of the Matthews contract. The only way Matthews signed that extension is they said, hey, we'll make you captain. I don't think Tavares actually stepped aside. I think they said, this is what's going to happen. And the way they paraded it out, and Tavares's body language, he said the right things, but his body was saying very differently. So I think it was part of the Matthews deal that he got to see. 100% sure Nick Robertson will be traded. Listen, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure somebody would be interested in him. He's got some pep. He's got some jump as a depth player. He's good, and he can score as well. You know, I think he would be a good pickup for anybody. All right, BB, easy does it on the politics stuff. Easy does it. We like having you here. We like your hockey conversation, but easy on the political stuff, or we're going to have to, you know. Why didn't the Maple Leafs can't take it away and win with it? Hopefully they'll pick it up. Hopefully it'll be a stronger second period. Hey, Roger, how's it going? Got to trade Riley, Domi, and Wall. Oh, Roger, not a fan of Wall. Roger, what is it about Joseph Wall that you don't like? Benny says, fire the coach. I agree with you there, Benny, and I think the coach is gone. I think the coach will be fired. I think after this road trip, you will see him terminated. It's just there's so many things that just don't make sense. And his defensive strategy for this offensive team just doesn't jive well together. What do you think of the Oilers trade deadline? Sam, I think they could have made, more moves. I don't mind Connor. So it all comes down to tomorrow. They certainly could make some more moves. It'll be interesting to see if they can acquire a goaltender, but let's see what they do tomorrow. We can talk about that on the weekend or next week. But I think let's give them a chance, see what comes down over the deadline. Is Brad and Chief gone? You know, it's kind of weird. You would have thought if Tree Living was going to go, they would have done it before this trade deadline, right? You would have thought it before. And now maybe the instructions from Keith Pelly, because I tell you, Keith Pelly hates to lose. And I'm telling you, he's losing sleep over this. He's not happy. And I'm sure his message to Tree Living is fix this mistake, get our number one picks back, and you have a job. If he cannot do that, he will not be sitting at the draft table come this off season. That's just my gut. I don't think coach is going to be gone for sure. He has to be. Hey, Harris's welcome in. Did I see you come in there? Keith Pelly, the heat is coming. World Sports. Yeah, like he's a big time sports guy. He's a big competitor, and having, done some business with him before, he will not stand for this. Tacos' favorite arena intermission song. Oh my goodness. That's a tough question. Favorite arena intermission song. So Taco Mark, I'll be honest with you. I actually like when they just play the organ. I liked back in the day when it was intermission and they're like, now we present Jimmy Holmstrom at the organ, and he would just play. To me, that's hockey. I mean, I don't need to listen to any of this crazy hype music with the hard bass throbbing, intermission. I just want to read the stats. I want to see what's going on. I just like when Jimmy plays, just like when Jimmy plays. All right. Wall was never consistently, mostly because of his injuries, but yeah, injuries really were a big factor for sure. Okay, let's go. I stand with Sammy. Hey, Mr. Gaines, what's going on? Welcome in. Jonathan, what's up? I asked one store, they had 0, but another, the pack blue. Oh, Jonathan trying to get his cards. Sweet Carolina is a good one. Okay, let's get set. I can answer your questions forever. This conversation is the best. But here we go. Worst on worst hockey. Rangers, Maple Leafs, Matthews versus Zibanejad. Kicking off period number 2. Let's go. The Leafs going to win the draw, putting it right in the corner. Can you imagine if they scored with 13 seconds in again? That would be absolutely crazy. Sonny, what's up? Welcome in. Here's Toronto, long shot from the point into the glove of Shesterkin. We're going to have a quick drink. Cheers, everybody. Hey, Matthew, Sam, there's talks about Shen to Colorado. That would make sense. Colorado is really bolstering their blue line. Oh, this is the best drink ever. Nylander in the props. Trying to scare me again. Oh, Jonathan, you had me. This coming around behind the net. Rangers going to pick it up. They're going to move this one out down the near side of the ice. New York on the move. Remember when they had, what was it, Contact, the hockey album? They need to do that. They need to come out with another album of hockey music, hockey songs, arena jams. Here comes Michelli trying to get it over to Nylander. That one is knocked down. All the way down in the Leaf zone. Carlo with it. Carlo having it knocked off his stick. He's being put into the corner. Rangers bringing pressure. Matthews gives it away. Rangers trying to go across over to Braden Schneider. That one doesn't connect. Putting it around behind the net. Nylander picks it up. He's going to throw it up ice. Actually hits Michelli in the back. Matthews trying to dig for it. Rangers going to pick this one up. Leafs are waiting for spring to get ready for golf. Me too, Leslie. Me too. I don't think I played at all last year. I can't wait to get back out, play some stick. Hey, someone, how's it going? Welcome in. This time around, that's right. Just by night, not by day. This coming across, Tavares racing over, gonna swipe at it. This coming to the line. Rangers trying to put it right back in. Big battle right in front of the Ranger bench. New York into the Toronto zone. Little drop pass. Here's a shot. That one's gonna sail high, just over the corner of the net, near side. Nyes to McCabe. McCabe cross ice. Back up for Cowan. Leaves it for Tavares. Drop pass for Cowan. Sliding it over to Matthew Nyes. Good passing. Poke check off the stick. Rangers going to turn and bring it right back. Easton Cowan, a little stick left, trying to take it away. Could not. Back in the Leaf zone. Cowan's going to get put on his backside. Rangers around the boards, right in front, trying to center it. They can. It's going to come out of the zone. Backing it all the way up. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Pressure here from the Rangers early. Vito. This down a low. Myers going to chip this one. Trying to bring it across. Can't get it out. Rangers walking the line. Over on the near side. Here's a shot. Nice save off the shoulder of Wall. Wall going post to post. Vincent Iro. Good little shift there. Here comes Toronto over the line. Nick Robertson feeding it through to Domi. Domi has it knocked away. Nick Robertson back over to Domi. Domi going around behind the net. Cycling it here. Back for Robertson. Robertson to the point. A long shot. That one is going to flutter. Goes just wide. Riley puts it to the front for Robertson with a shot. Nice stop. Goes to the corner far side. And the Leafs can't hold it in. The Rangers going to get it down the ice. A lot of shots, or it seems to be, in the first 3 minutes here of this period. Back over, Shesterkin bobbles it in between his feet. Comes over to the side. New York going to carry this to the red line, going to chip it down into the Leaf zone, giving chase, trying to come up with this puck. Bobuchet jerseys on sale for nice, Joshua. Now you can pick the name off and put a different name on it. Going to bounce this one around. Rangers back to the point. Long pass up. They're going to slide it in. Myers is back to get it. Going to put it around the boards. Toronto going to chip it. Not out. Rangers keeping this one in. Little cross ice. That one gets blocked. Still with it. Jörnkrook giving chase. This coming across. Here's a big blast. Deflected. That one goes just wide. Hey, Burke, what's going on? Mary, welcome in. Working this across. Rangers, Zibanejad. Behind the net. Myers getting up on Zibanejad. Don't hold him. Don't hold him. Zibanejad goes down. Myers with no stick. Did a good job there. This line stuck on here for over a minute. Rangers working the Maple Leaf end of the ice. Back to the point. Here's a little cross ice for the deflection. Zibanejad doesn't connect. Rangers again. Back to the point. Here's a shot. Knocked down. Wall with another save at the side of the net. Myers going to pick it up. He's going to go off the glass. And this is actually going to end up at a play. So the Leafs will be able to change up. We had another face-off coming up. Hey, Soup, what's going on? Go, Leafs, go. Whoo-wee, good pace. Welcome in, everybody. If you are just coming in again, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe for us as well. Let's see. Let's pull up. Where are we with the subs today? Where are we? We're just sitting at 800. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button for us. I thought we'd be way higher. This coming all the way down the ice. Nylander missed the puck. Oh, good popsicle. Could go for a good popsicle. Hey, Bill, what's going on? Stoley should be playing if they want to win. He played well. Banking it across the boards. He was busy, though. He was busy. 43, 44 shots yesterday. Here comes Willie. Nylander up the middle of the ice. Playing it over to Michelli. Hops over his stick. Will Borgen going to get it, start to turn it around. Pass hits the Ranger player, and the skate comes all the way down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call. 14:45 to go. Good pressure. Good pressure. Yeah, it was a lot of shots. A lot of shots against last night. Mary, it was Michelli who scored for the Leafs. 13 seconds into the first period. Coffee, thanks for the follow. Off the draw, Rangers going to play this one up. Riley going to pick it up. Riley off the boards, trying to get into the zone. Over to Cowan, shooting, scores! I'm a Cowboy, baby! Two to one, Easton Cowan is going to walk in and fire this past Shesterkin. Cowboy on the score sheet. An assist yesterday, a goal today. Way to go, Easton Cowan. What a nice shot. Matthew Nye's over. Cowan just lets it go, and it beats Shesterkin. Woof, good for him. Way to go. There he is. There he is, Cowboy. 19 points in 47 games this season as a rookie. Sat out for about a month, didn't play a game, and now able to put one in. Can they keep the lead? That is the question, Burke. Can they keep the lead for a change? Toronto going to play this one up the middle. Tavares turning around, giving it over to Nyes. Tavares coming in, getting tied up there. Whoa, he gets thrown down right in front of the referee. No call. Back over, Rangers. Going to play it to the middle of the ice. Nyes and Tavares picking up assists on that one. Rangers walking right through, splitting the D. Morgan Riley, did you get caught napping? And we got a penalty coming up here to the Maple Leafs. So how do you call Toronto for that, but you don't call New York for taking down Tavares? Come on, Wes McCauley. Come on, Wes McCauley. So they're going to the commercial break. When they return, the New York Rangers going to go to the power play. Ranger power play coming on up. Unreal. Good pressure, good hustle, good play. I like what I'm seeing from these guys. Like what I'm seeing from these guys. Like the one, how do you say score? It makes me, Caleb, thank you. Woof. Glad Cowan got one. Glad Cowan got one. Right now for this kid, he's got to prove himself. He's got to build up some confidence. You know, his confidence is shaky, very shaky. So they got to build it up. They got to build it up because, man, he can play. What he did in the London Knights was just absolutely ridiculous. What did he have, like an 80-game point streak or something? Something crazy. But yeah, Easton Cowan, absolutely nutty what he can do. Let's take a look if they only had Cowan playing this whole time. Let's take a quick peek at the out-of-town scoreboard. I neglected to do that at intermission. The Blue Jackets are up over the Panthers 2-0 right now. 2-0 Blue Jackets over the Panthers. Sabres 3-1 over the Penguins. Mammoth 2-0 over the Flyers. Bruins and Predators no score. Jets and Lightning no score. It was Provorov and Matthew Oliver, your two goal scorers for the Columbus Blue Jackets. All right, coming back from commercial break, Rangers going to go to the power play. Cowan's your favorite player, Sarah. He's going to be a good one. He's going to be a good one. Hopefully the Leafs give him a chance and they don't trade him too soon. Hopefully they don't break him. Hey, Gerard, what's going on? Welcome in. Oh, my pleasure, Rick. Get another one. That's right, Mary. Let's do it. Time to get another one. Face off in the Leaf zone. Rangers going to win this back, but it's blown down right away. Wasn't fair. They're going to drop it again. Matthews, come on. Got to win this draw. Matthews versus Zibanejad. Matthews going to win it back to McCabe. He goes to get it out of the zone. It's blocked. Rangers hold it in. Pass around behind the net over to the near side. Rangers now going to look to set it up here on the power play. 3 Leafs coming down to the corner. Puck comes to the point. Fox had to back up. Toronto comes away with the puck. They get it ahead to Matthews. Matthews going to bring this one in, getting bumped right in front of his bench. And the Rangers getting it down the ice. Carlo has it in the corner. Carlo being held up here. McCabe, he's going to center it dangerously in front of his own net. And Carlo's going to chip this one down the ice. They're going to go switch it up. Hoo-wee. Here comes Fox. Going to bump it off the boards, play it back. I hate the backward pass on the power play. I think it's terrible. Into the zone, Rangers going to get themselves set up. Zibanejad rolling it over on the near side. Back over behind the net, sending it through. Big collision. This is going to get chipped to the line. Comes to the point. It's held in. Here's a long shot. Rebound. It's loose. Leafs going to clear it. And they miss the glass, but they rocket it into the Rangers bench. Yikes. No ties tonight. That's right. No overtime. Let's do it in regulation. Let's do it in regulation tonight. My goodness. Oh, it did hit. One of the Ranger coaches did get hit. They got the towel on the head. He's going to go to the change room, get some stitches. So we do have an injured member of the Ranger squad. So I think it was was it the head coach? I think it was Mike Sullivan that actually got clipped. Still can't see. So he's going to go get some stitches. Yikes. That hurts. That hurts. That's why they put the mesh around, because you don't like when fans get hit like that. This coming in, a shot, and the Rangers score. So you hit the coach in the head with the puck, and right off the face-off, the Rangers come in and put it past the wall for a power play goal. Ouch. Very, very quick. Garakov is going to get the goal, I believe. Off the draw. Comes back to Schneider. 1 pass, 2 passes, getting right past Lorentz. And they put it over. Oh, my goodness. McCabe gets caught. Carlo is playing too far away, doesn't pick up Garakov, and he puts it in. Gavrikov. Oh, man. Garakov from Radish and Brodzinski. So his 11th goal. Here's another shot right down, knocked on, backhand wall, kicks out the leg, still loose in the slot. There's a cross check from behind on Morgan Riley, no call. And then Domi lays out a New York Ranger player in the center of the ice, Cooley, and he gets away with one. Cooley's slow to get up. So Domi didn't like the cross check on Riley, goes and takes Cooley down. Cooley going to make his way off. Refs letting it go. Joshua into the zone. Robertson cutting in front of the net, trying to jam it in. Nice play. Whew, that one was close. Still early. A lot of time left. 11:40 to go here in this second period of play. 2 goals on 9 shots for the Rangers. Toronto, 2 goals on 14. Max Domi playing a little give and go. Back in the corner, Robertson getting shoved from behind into the boards. Michelli can't get the pass. This comes out. Toronto going to hammer it right back in. Leafs going to tag up. Shesterkin had it in his feet, didn't see it. Michelli coming in. Michelli going to steal it away. Trying to give it over to Nylander. Nylander to Matthews with a shot. That one is kicked aside. Rangers going to flip this one up and down the ice. Riley jumping up to get it. Puts it down. Almost has it taken away. Able to get it over to Austin Matthews. Matthews gives it away. Here comes New York. Walking around Matthews with a shot. That one goes wide. Stop with the giveaways. This is going to be bounced off the boards. We'll soon require to wear. Yeah. Oh, the World Baseball Classic will eventually require that. I get that. Rangers going to pick this loose puck up. Going to bring it up to the red line and dump it in. Are you having hot chocolate again? That cake still smells like hot chocolate. Stetcher trying to hit Matthews. That one is knocked down. Stetcher going to pick up the loose puck. He brings it in over the line, drops it for Matthews. Matthews shooting, sends it high over. Tried to knock it down off the top of the net. Failed there. Back to Stetcher. Puts this one cross ice. McCabe. Over to Cowan. Cowan with a nifty dangle. Over to Matthews. Matthews with it. He's going to crisscross back to Cowan. Cowan can't get it. It's in the feet of the Rangers. Cowan going to dig it free. Plays it back. Somebody shoot the darn puck. Over to Stetcher. To Matthews. To Knies with a shot. Over to Cowan. My goodness. Cowan. Over to McCabe. McCabe. Cross ice. That one is tipped away from Matthews. He gets it back. Matthews to Cowan. Matthews going off the ice. Tavares had to come in. The puck was just sitting there. Matthews didn't see it. Over to McCabe. McCabe back up top to Stetcher. Over to Cowan. Cowan down low, walking out of the middle. Back to Cowan. Shoot that boy. He passes it. It banks off and almost went in. Shesterkin just grabbing it there by his right pad. A lot of passing, not enough shooting. And we're all tied at 2s. 9.5 to go here in period number 2. Unreal. If everyone tried as hard as Stetch would be okay. Mr. Gaines, he's so good. I like Stetcher a lot. I really, really, really do. Welcome into the show, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and lending us your ears. We're watching the Maple Leafs and the New York Rangers. We're pretending like this game matters, but we're having a whole lot of fun to see what they can do and how they can pull this one out. If you're a first-time viewer, welcome to the show. Make sure you do hit that subscribe for us. Get us back up over 800. We appreciate it. 430 people here tonight. Thanks for being a part of what we do. But please do hit that subscribe because we'd love for you to come back and join us game after game after game after game. So thank you kindly. We'll check back in with the sub number later on, but hit that subscribe. If you're watching over on the talk, hit that follow button as well. All right, Leafs, let's pick it up. Let's keep it going. 2-2 is the score here on the eve of trade deadline day. We're watching the wire, watching to see if anything else comes through, if anything else is breaking. Looks like Evgeny Malkin getting a little frustrated. A slash to the neck of Dahlin on Buffalo. Malkin gets 5 and a misconduct for that. Now, remember, when Austin Matthews cross-checked Dahlin in the throat, he got a couple of games suspension. So we'll see if Evgeny Malkin is going to find his way to a couple games suspension for doing the same thing. Oh, excuse me. Trying to scroll through. Do we have any other? Sure, there's lots of rumors going on, so we'll keep watching. But Bobby Mack, Ekman Larson, Scott Lawton, the big ones that people are asking about. We'll see what else the Maple Leafs can do. How can they wheel and deal to get some picks and make things better? I wouldn't mind seeing Benoit, Stetcher, Michelli, Robertson staying with the team. Yeah, I'd be okay with those, Travis. I would be. PL, what's going on? Welcome in. Rangers in the Leaf zone, going to the D, over to the far side. Here's a long shot with the deflection. That one goes wide. Carlo trying to pick it up. How we gave up a first in Minton for Carlo, I don't understand. Here comes Cowan again. Cowan stopping, putting this one back. No shot from Tavares. Tries to put it across. Right play by Easton Cowan. Just couldn't. He got the tick. Couldn't get the tack or the toe. Buffalo just scored 4-1 over the Penguins now. Thank you, Nick. Kreider to the Rangers for Sabanachad and Fox. That would be hysterical. That would be really funny. Leafs going to work it up to the red line, getting it to Robertson, who chips this one in. Joshua going in for the chase, getting pinched around behind the Ranger net. Leafs at top of the line. Domi going to keep it in. Over to Joshua in the corner. He's going to rotate it around the boards. Pinching up, back for Joshua, goes past him, Domi there to stop it. Back to Joshua. He's going to play it to the point. Too hard and too wide. Benoit can't get it. Comes all the way down the ice. Joey Wall going to set it up here for Simon Benoit. Benny going to take a look. Carlo has had too many concussions. Someone dropped the ball there. Yeah, I would say so, Mr. Gaines. I would say so. I think whoever decided that was a good trade had too many concussions. This down around the side. Good pressure here. Rangers in the Leaf zone. Leafs trying to push them up along the boards. Thrown around to the far side. Rangers keep this one in. New York looking to the middle of the ice. Pass doesn't connect. Taken away here by Nick Robertson. There's a slew foot right in front of the referee. No call again. I can see it from up here. How come you can't see it from down there? Rangers. Here's another shot right on, and Joseph Wall going to make the save. We got some pushing and shoving in front of the net as Joshua Myers are right in there having some conversations. Hey, Ronnie, what's going on? Let's go Rangers. Wants those Rangers to take this one. Lawton, McMahon, and Ekman Larson are in the house. They're sitting in the box seats. Lawton and Bobby McMahon having a conversation. Ekman Larson not involved in that conversation. He is sitting up there with them. Matthews versus Zibanejad in the draw yet again. This time it's Zibanejad going to win it back. Shot is blocked. Going to come out of the zone. Nylander is hustling. Willie racing for it. Nylander going to win that race. Going to pick it up. Taking it around behind. Nylander still with it. Going to cycle it around for Matthews. Matthews has Cowan at the side of the net. Matthews still with it. Turning, giving it away. And here come the Rangers. The Rangers going to bring this one up over the line. A little drop pass. Quick over for Schneider. Hits a skate, comes out. Racing is Michelli. Michelli coming in. All alone, shooting. And that one goes just wide. Good try, Michelli. Hey there, Andrew. Welcome in. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate that. This over at the side. Toronto going to send it. Little bounce pass, Matthews to Michelli. Michelli centering it. Riley passing it over for Willie, but it was in his feet. Back over for Michelli to Riley. Riley again. Over to Carlo. Carlo fanned on the pass, turning and just going to throw this to the corner. Michelli picks it up, tries to center it for Matthews. Doesn't work. Rangers going to bank it off the boards. They can't get it out the first try. The second try, they do. Here comes Riley hitting that blue line, going to dump it in. Battling on the far side of the ice. Toronto with the puck. Trying to bring it back to the point. Ooh, Philippe Myers fell, but he took the Ranger down with him. Lucky. Otherwise, that was a clean break for New York. Toronto going to play it around off the boards. Over to Benoit. Benoit, long pass. Hits Quinlan. Quinlan coming in with it. Going to put it around the boards. Lorentz firing it around the boards to the point. Here's a long shot. Quinlan getting a tip. That's going to go just wide. Would love to see Jacob Quinlan get one. I like Quinlan a lot. A good young talent. It's been solid. I was at the Marley game when he got a hat trick this year. Actually, did he have 4 goals? He may have had 4 goals in that game. But good play by Quinlan. Toronto going to work this one up the boards to the red line. A little backhand. Dumping it in. 16 shots for Toronto. 10 for New York. 5.5 to go here in this second period. Each team exchanging goals. This is going to be chipped in the Toronto end. Stetcher back with it. He gets hacked and whacked by Radish. Took the puck away. Rangers keep this one in. Back to the point. Long shot into the glove. And Joseph Wall making a nice save. Gives Stetcher a little butt tap. Says thanks for keeping him away. Leafs are overdue. Yes, they are. Leafs are long overdue. Would love to see them be able to bring one home. All right, let's go. Let's see. 4-1 Sabres over the Penguins. Ryan McLeod, Brian Rust, Josh Norris, Alex Tuck, and Owen Power, your goal scorers in that game. For the Mammoth, they're 2-0 over the Flyers. Schmaltz and Keller, your goal scorers. Keller's 19th of the year. Predators are up on the board 1-0 over the Boston Bruins. Nicholas Haig going to get that goal there. Good job, Nashville Predators. So that would certainly be interesting if we pull up the standings here. So if Boston loses, I mean, if Columbus wins, oh, they would still be a point behind. If Boston loses and Columbus wins, Columbus would be 1 point behind Boston. If Toronto wins and Philadelphia loses, Toronto would be tied with Philadelphia in terms of points, and Ottawa. Boy, you know, that would get real interesting. If Toronto wins and they move to 67 points, if Boston loses, Toronto becomes 6 points out. That's 3 games. 3 games Toronto would have to win and Boston would have to lose. Although Columbus is right there as well. So a Boston loss and a Toronto win and a Philly loss would probably give us some false hope. Hey there, Mark. Leafs have been overdue since 67. Yes, sadly, you are correct. That's really funny, though. All right, back from commercial break. Go Leafs, go. Tavares in to take the draw. He's going to win this one back. McCabe going to get it ahead to Nyes. Out Toronto. Tavares just going to roll this one in. Cowan is coming in hard after it. I like Cowan's game tonight. Cowan's got jump. Tavares gets tripped up. Rangers going to put it high off the glass. Comes out. They're going to pick up the puck. Going to race this one in. Have a man breaking towards the net. Good back check there by Matthew Nyes. Nyes comes away from the puck. Cowan is going to start going. Pass comes across. Over the line, chipped in. Cowan, he's watching this one go to the corner, trying to take it away from Fox. Fox, he's able to just get it away from Cowan. Now comes back to Cowan. Tavares against Fox. Back to Cowan. Michelli in here as well. Gavrikov going to play it around, and here's Fox. Long pass, just throwing it all the way down the ice. Not going to be icing. Is Carlo able to get there? Let's go. Here's a quick shot into the glove. And a nice stop by Shesterkin. So he just grabs that one. Dave Freeman, the Leafs are wheeling and dealing if their players can help. It'll be interesting to see what they do. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. Trade deadline day. Hey, Len, what's going on? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Let's go, Rangers. Wait a second, Len. Didn't you used to be a Leaf fan, or was that my dreams? I thought you used to come and cheer for the Leafs all the time. Here's a quick shot by Lafreniere. That one goes just wide. Oh, Trav. Let's not go there. Zach, what's up? Welcome in. Not yet, just draft picks. Here comes Nylander. Nylander going to throw this one across. Michelli trying to get it over to Matthews. Matthews had 2 Rangers close on him. They're going to take that one away. Vancouver was due since they came in the NHL. Matthews going to get this up to Nylander. Back to Matthews. Matthews to Benoit. Centering it back. And Benoit slams into Nylander behind the net. Ouch. That one hurts. Nice, Jonathan. Casey, that's right. Let's do it. Let's do it. He was very good, Mark. He was very good. Michael's confident Leafs are going to win tonight. Cry yourself to sleep. This over the side. Rangers working it. 3 minutes to go. Hit a leg. Doesn't come out. Still kept in. Rangers moving this puck around. Shot that one. Hits another leg. Goes back into the corner. Leafs trying to get it out of their zone. Rangers kind of have them pinned right now. 8 shots this period for the Rangers. Only 6 for the Maple Leafs. Brings your totals to 16-12. Rangers centering it in front. Good stick tie up there. Puck doesn't come out. Still bringing it across. Here's a shot. Knocked down. Quinlan going to pick this one up. He's going to play this one ahead. Lorentz getting it returned from Järnkrok. Going for the wraparound. He's taken down. Quinlan comes back up. Lorentz behind the net. Can't move it. Quinlan can't cut it off. McCabe squeezing the boards. Put money on them and they typically screw me. Yeah, Michael, I've been there before. I've been there before. This coming around. Toronto putting it right back in the zone. Coming in here hard after it. Big collision behind the Rangers net. Back with it is Domi. Domi going to give it to McCabe. There's traffic in front. Somebody shoot the puck. Comes to Domi to McCabe. He throws it in front. That one is tipped just wide. Back over Nick Robertson. Brings it all the way to the blue line. Putting it back down low. Joshua lets it go to Domi. Domi back up top. Good cycle here. Stetcher's shot gets blocked. Toronto keeping it in, throwing it across the line. It's still good. It's still good. Domi centering it for Robertson. He deflects it into the corner. Robbie going to pick this one up. Nicky shooting. That one is blocked. Nice save. Joshua in here. And Joshua coming around. Good pressure here by the Leafs. McCabe cross ice to Stetcher. Big passing. Again, you got to get it down low to the front of the net. In the corner here for Nick Robertson. Robertson has it. Centering it for Domi. And that's going to bounce. Hit somebody. Back up top to Riley. Riley, he goes across. Carlo over on the far side. Here's a shot, knocked down, looking for the rebound. Backhand, trying to bank it off was Cowan. Center in for Domi, he shoots. Somehow that stays out. Cowan picking it up in the corner. Easton Cowan with this now. The cycle is going. What pressure by the Maple Leafs? Cowan, he centers it. It's deflected. It goes high over the net. Cowan picks it up again. Tries to get it in front. Back in the slot. Riley passes it off. Carlo doesn't shoot. Over to Matthews. Matthews to Carlo. He hammers it. That's blocked. Comes right to Riley. Riley to Carlo. Back to Riley. Riley looks off Matthews. Riley coming to the middle of the ice. Gives this down. This line for the Rangers, they've been stuck on 2 minutes, 45 seconds, 2 minutes, 50 seconds for some of them. And Shesterkin finally hangs on to it. 17 seconds left to go. Wow, great pressure. Really good pressure. That was the best we've seen on a multi-line offensive zone pressure for a while. Way to go, Maple Leafs. If you're just coming in, cheers. Welcome into the show. Thanks for streaming. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're here and set your notification bell as well. Good play. Really good play. 17.6 seconds to go. That was really, really good pressure. That's got to build some confidence for this squad. Matthews in to take this face off. Looks like he's against Zibanejad again. Zibanejad wins this one. Rangers going to flip it up. Nylander climbs the ladder to bring it down. Going to chip this one into the zone. Nylander going to go in here after it. 8 seconds to go. It's a matter of Michelli with a shot. That one misses, and it's going to go up and hit the mesh. What the get out of my dreams team. Oh, Greeny, thank you so much. I love that shirt. I love that shirt so much. Thank you for purchasing some merch from the merch store. I hope you enjoy it. I love that one. The get out of my dreams, get on my Zamboni. One of my favorite shirts, the Zamboni. Thank you very, very much. Here comes Nylander, set to take it off. 4.3 seconds. They roll it right on goal. No shot. Rangers just going to tie it up. This period comes to an end. Well, we were tied at ones after one. We're tied at twos after two. Hopefully, we will not be tied at threes after three. Oh, cheers, everybody. Going to have a quick drink. Oh, it's so good. I love this. Clearly Canadian. Clearly the best. All right, your goal scorers in the second period. The kid, Easton Cowan, his 8th from Nyes and Tavares. Vladislav Garikov, his 11th on the power play from Radish and Brodzinski. Total shots, 21 for the Leafs, 12 for the Rangers. Leafs 42.9% in the faceoff circle. It means the Rangers are 57%. That is crazy. Leafs usually do a much better job winning faceoffs. Rangers are 1 for 2 on the power play, 50%. Leafs are 0 for 1. Rangers got away with a lot in that period. Slew foots, holds, cross checks, slashes. Refs letting it all go. 17 hits apiece. 11 block shots for Toronto. 9 for the Rangers. 6 giveaways, Toronto. 9 giveaways for the Rangers. And Greeny, thank you for becoming a rookie channel member. Welcome to the world of membership. We appreciate that so very much. Welcome in. You now have access to all the custom emojis and all the fun stuff. All right, as we've been looking around the Editown scoreboard, no changes since we've last talked about it. So crazy. Good period, good hustle, good energy, really good energy by the Maple Leafs. Just got to get the puck towards the net. I can't lose coin on Toronto 2 nights in a row. Ty, we're hoping for you. We're hoping for you. We want it to go your way. We want it to pull through. And I really hope for your sake it does come through. It will. It will. We know it will. We believe, right? We believe for you. Oh my goodness gracious. Not another shootout. That's right. Not another shootout. Please. We don't want another shootout. Oh man, wouldn't that be something? That would be absolutely crazy. I hope it's not going to come to that. I don't think it will, but hey, you never know. You never know. They played well though, right? The Leafs played well. There's some good energy, some good puck movement. I know it's against the Rangers, so take it for what it's worth. 4 shots from Nick Robertson today, 3 from Matthews, 3 for Cowan, 2 for Domi Michelli, 1 for Lawrence, Yarncroc, and Nyes. No shots for Quinlan Joshua. No shots for Nylander or Tavares yet today either. That's interesting. All defense have shots except for Stetcher and Philippe Myers. Austin Matthews leads the way on ice time, 13:33. Michelli at 12:21 and Nylander at 11:22. Cowan at 11:03. From a defensive standpoint, Jake McCabe leading the way at 14:17. Stetcher at 13:37. And again, Simon Benoit always plays the least amount of minutes, 11:52. 3 block shots by Carlo, 3 block shots by Myers, 2 from Benoit, 2 for McCabe. From a hit standpoint, 3 for Benoit, 3 for Carlo. For the forwards, the only block shot is Jacob Quinlan. 4 hits for Joshua tonight, 2 hits for Easton Cowan. So Cowan's having a good line. He's a goal, 1 point plus 1, 11 minutes, 3 shots, 2 hits. It's a pretty good line here for Easton Cowan tonight. We will take that. All right, you think Toronto will pick? So I don't think, Jose, I don't think they're necessarily going to go, and they're not going to trade any assets away to bring in somebody to bolster their lineup short term. The Leafs are looking more long term now. They're looking for draft picks. They're looking for prospects. They're looking for guys that are going to stick around and make this team better. And because of that, they're going to give up the Lautens, their Ekman Larsons, the Bobby McMahons. Those are the guys that are really up for grabs. And, you know, it hopefully they can continue to bring in some better things, some first round picks. Let's see. Darren Drager is saying he doesn't think it's going to be easy to get players to come to Toronto. Yeah, I agree. It's not going to be easy. It's certainly not going to be easy, especially if, you know, the way the media puts the pressure on the players, it's not enticing for players to come and deal with all that shenanigans. Stuff we are hearing. All right, let me open this up. What does Friedman say here? Oh my God, it's Toronto's about adding assets, young players, prospects, picks. Let's see. Trying to see if there's anything worthwhile in here as I skim through. All right, I don't know. That's not going to tell us anything we care to read. AJ Greer out of the lineup tonight. I think we heard that earlier. Just checking to see if there's any new information, any new trades that folks are talking about. Doesn't really look like it. Nothing that is earth-shattering as I scroll through here. You know where I do want to check? I know where I want to check. One more source I want to go and pull up here if I can type. So bear with me while I pull this up. Just trying to see if anything is breaking, because there's always fun stuff that you could find. Okay, let's see. Ooh, Ryan Pooling is re-signed with the Anaheim Ducks to a 4-year extension. Good for you, Ryan. Nashville Predators, yeah, Michael Bunting to Dallas. So we know about that one. We talked about that earlier. We talked about Warren Fogle. Sharks have, okay, yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, nothing really new since we went on the air in terms of anything breaking. So things will probably be quiet. Can we trade for Marner? Could you imagine? Yeah, Nick Waugh. Bring Nick Waugh back. We'll send him back to Vegas for Mitch Marner. I don't think we're going to hear much more tonight. I think it'll be probably pretty calm. There might be some conversations, but tomorrow is really where it's all going to break down. So tomorrow will be the big thing. Jet Wu for Bobby McMahon. Wasn't shocked about prank. No, me neither. Me neither. Listen, it's his absolute right to call off the trade and say he doesn't want to doesn't want to waive his no trade clause. So absolutely, I'm okay with it, right? That's why you negotiate for those clauses. And I think too often than not, teams give those away. You know, I hate those no move clauses. I think there should be in the agreement, there should be some kind of negotiation that says if you offer a no move clause, that is worth a certain dollar value, right? So a no move clause counts towards the cap hit in a certain value. So let's say you were going to give somebody $8 million, but they want a no move clause. Well, then they can only get 7 or 6 and they get the no move clause. Giving it to everybody is crazy. Like if we look at the Toronto roster, you know, let's look at the defensive side of the Toronto roster, because I think we can all agree that's where we need a lot of help. Hey, Paul, how's it going? If we look at it, Riley has a no move clause. Jake McCabe has a no trade clause. Ekman Larson has a no trade clause. Brendan Carlo has a no trade clause. So unless they're willing to move it, you know, there's nothing you could do. So more than half of our defense has no move clauses, no trade clauses. From a forward standpoint, Matthews has a no move. Nylander has a no move. Nyes has an NTC, a modified trade clause. So it's a 10-team no trade list for Nyes. Tavares has a no move clause. Domi has a 13-team no trade list. Dakota Joshua, he's got a 12-team no trade list. Callie Yarncroc has a 10-team no trade list. Like, it's crazy. Everybody is getting these deals, these clauses thrown in. So most of the players on the roster has a no move or a modified trade clause where they have 10 to 16 teams listed, which makes it very difficult. And that's why you're seeing someone like Lawton, Bobby McMahon in conversations, because they have no move clauses. They're clear. They're UFAs next year. They're desirable for lots of teams. So it's nuts that every single person you bring in has some kind of a no move, no trade clause. Makes it very difficult to do business. Yeah, Dubas was very bad for that. Yeah, I mean, that's why I think there has to be, if you're going to give one, it has to have some kind of a value. Matthews is pissed at Toronto. So we know Matthews and Toronto, they got together a couple weeks ago. I think was it just before the Olympics? Was it just after? I think it was just before. Matthews and the team got together. They had a long meeting, which was said to be a very good meeting, and that they both are committed to each other. Matthews came out saying he's committed to playing here. He's committed to winning here. Toronto said they're committed to Matthews and that he's their guy. And time will tell, right? We got 2 years left on Matthews' deal. Will he sign an extension again, or will he be out of town after that? And again, the interesting thing when it comes to that 27, 28 year, you know, the year after when Matthews, 28, 29, when Matthews is a UFA, so is Connor McDavid. Their deals come up at the same time. Greeny, so I designed it myself. So the company we do our store through, they provide the shirts, different styles, and you kind of got to pick and choose, and then you have to do the artwork and stuff. So yeah, we put it all together. I'm glad you like it. So thank you. He doesn't mind losing, so he'll extend. You know, the Leafs will turn it around. I really believe next year is going to be a very, very different season. And I know we've said this for a lot of seasons, but I say this for these reasons. Keith Pelly does not like to lose. Keith Pelly is a contender, right? He will battle. He will absolutely battle. I saw Rick. That was crazy. That was a nasty slash too. Keith Pally will not stand for this. Now, can they change over a whole team in 1 year? No. When you have these contracts and you have these situations, it takes time. It certainly takes time. But I think the issue isn't our top scorers because they're proven scorers. Listen, Matthews almost had 70 goals, right? Tavares can score 30, 40 goals. Nylander can score 30, 40 goals. These guys can score. I'm not worried about that. I think we have the wrong systems in place to capitalize on their talents. And it kind of starts at the back end. You have to allow these guys to run wild, but it means you have to have defenders who are going to defend and know you may not, always have these forwards coming back. So these guys will battle. We got to figure out our defensive side. When Tree Living first came in right away, his kind of MO was, we got to get tougher. We got to get bigger. We got to get stronger. You brought in Ryan Reeves. You thought he was going to be that guy. Unfortunately, Ryan Reeves was not that guy. You brought in, Nick Waugh. You bring in Scott Lawton. You bring in Dakota Joshua. I don't think they're bringing the physicality or the toughness that they kind of expected to see. And so I think in this game, you still need that hard hitting, those power players. But I'm sorry, no offense. Nick Waugh, I thought was too slow. Dakota Joshua, I think, is too slow. I don't think we gave Scott Lawton a good chance. So it's going to be interesting to see what those guys can do. Wayne, what's going on? The Leafs, they're looking okay today. They are looking okay today. Hearing Trocheck to the Red Wings. Matthew, yeah, I saw that. I'm very curious what the Red Wings would give up in exchange for Trocheck. Trocheck, interesting player. I liked him a lot with the Florida Panthers. Came in at first with the Rangers, thought he was an impact player and kind of disappeared a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see. He'll fit in nicely in Detroit. I think the overall team is slow. They are, right? And when you watch a Leaf game and then go watch an Oiler game, man, the pace is so different. Not even the Oilers. I mean, what are the late games on tonight? So you have Senators and Flames. That's going to be a hard hitting. That's going to be a slower game. Islanders and Kings will be interesting. What's tomorrow? Let's see. Hurricanes and Oilers tomorrow night, 9:00. That'll be a pretty quick pace game. Avalanche and Dallas tomorrow at 8. That is going to be a wild one. That is going to be a real wild game. Two West Coast teams, man, that's going to be a battle. So there'll be lots of good games to watch, but like the West Coast stuff, just so much faster, right? The Leafs have to get the pace. They got to get skating. That is one thing they need to get faster for sure. Guaranteed it'll happen again tonight. We'll see. Martin says Tree Living should go. I don't think anybody would disagree with you. At some point, it's got to be on the players. And BNC, that is a great point. It has to be on the players. Players have to take responsibility for the actions, but it's up to the coaches to get the most out of the players, right? It's up to the coaches to be able to motivate and get their players going. And I think that is the problem. That is what's missing here today. This coaching staff right now is not getting much out of these players. Yeah, Mark, good point. Look at Montreal. Montreal, very quick team. Very quick team. They may not be a hard-hitting physical team, but they'll outskate you. They'll outwork you. What Leaf player became a ref? Oh, Green. What Leaf? I don't know. What Leafs player became a ref? Give me a hint. There has to be a hint. James, thank you. I appreciate that. Listen, I'm so passionate about this game. I love this game so much. And there's people out there that, I think people forget what sports is supposed to do. Saturday morning, 8 a.m., World Powerlifting Championship, Hilden, Ohio. Oh, Beverly, I'm so excited. Beverly, I'm so excited. You'll have to keep me posted. K initials KM. KM. I have no idea. I have so many names going through my head. I have no clue. Kevin McGuire was the first and only Maple Leaf player to become an NHL referee. He played parts of 3 seasons for the Leafs. It was an NHL official for 3 seasons. That's interesting. That's a cool trivia question. Favorite kind of cake? Lucas, give me a good ice cream cake. Little gold medal ribbon ice cream cake. Would love it. Would love it. All right, Beverly. Sounds good. Send me a link. If you have a link, send me a link. I don't know what I have in the morning, but if I have a link, I'll check it out. All right. I like the stream. The non-biased conversations are great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Listen, it's we love the game of hockey. We love the game of hockey. Thank you, Rick. There it is. By the way, if you want to see it, check it out. Rick and I sat down together. We got Rick's story, his journey, Olympic journey, Hall of Fame. Got to check out Rick and I sitting down together. We had a great time. We had a great time. All right, we're getting set for the third period. But yeah, I think there's a lot of people out there that forgets what sport is supposed to do. Sports is a roller coaster, right? It's up and down. You're going to win, you're going to lose. You're going to go to the playoffs, you're going to miss the playoffs. Some people seem to forget that. And I'm not going to mention names. But if you follow me on the talk, you'll have seen my video. You'll know what I'm talking about. Third period action. Let's go, Leafs, go. Tied at 2s. Time to put this one away. Here we go. 20 minutes up on the clock. Leafs going to hit that blue line, dumping it in. It's very important for the Maple Leafs to win today because my good friend and partner channel, the Florida Park Explorers, who, by the way, if you've never seen the Florida Park Explorers, you got to check them out. They are huge Ranger fans. The Bear Shark, a huge Ranger fan. And I need Toronto to beat them solely for that point. Every other reason to win is good, but just so I don't lose to my partner channel, the Florida Park Explorers. Let's go. I'm a Bruins fan. I don't like to talk about it. Right in front, trying to sweep this through. That one goes wide. Oh, there he is. There he is, the Bear Shark. Thanks, John. Over at the side, Rangers going to center it. Stolen away by Michelli. Going to get it up to Nylander. Hit a skate. Willie reaching for it. Going to go off the glass. Get this one down the ice. It's rolling. And that's going to be an icing call. He looks like Dana White. I can see that. I can see that a little bit. If he was clean shaven, didn't have the goatee. Looks like that. I'll tell him that. He'll like that. He'll like that. All right, Matthews coming in to take this draw. This time not against Benajad. Going to win it, playing it up the board. Stetcher going to get this one out. Rangers have possession at center ice. Dave doesn't get the New York no quit for me tonight. Not until the Rangers lose tonight. There you go. Let's do it. Marlon, how's it going? Use the best. Sorry, my English. I'm Brazilian. Let's go Maple Leafs. No, Marlon, thanks for being here. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in the chat and saying hello. Face off in the Leafs zone yet again. Tavares going to win this one over to the side. Toronto going to get it out. Over Nyes coming in, trying to go inside, outside. Nyes driving. And that's swept away by Shesterkin. Tavares can't pick it up. Rangers going to play it around. Brodzinski over to the far side. Cowan is going to race back. Carlo is there. Going to chip it off the boards. Gives it away. Misses his check. Here come the Rangers. 3-on-2. Quick shot trying to go over the shoulder of Wall. Wall got a piece of it and kept it out. Cowan, good defensive play. Here's another shot knocked down. Nice trying to get it. Back around behind the net. Rangers out in front of the side. Wall guessed which side, guessed wrong, but the Rangers put it wide. Back to the point. Cooley going to play this down low. Little reverse hit in the corner. Getting pinched up. This back to the point. D to D. New York throwing it towards the net. And Joseph Wall going to catch that the whole way as Carlo is mixing it up in front of the net. And Carlo takes a shot from behind. Brzezinski and Carlo were going at it. And then Taylor Radish comes over. Carlo taller than both of them. The referee's blowing the whistle a lot. Morgan Riley and Cooley giving a little pushing and shoving. Nothing much. Thank you, Beverly, for sending that. Little pushing and shoving. It's weird that both of your teams are very not like. Hayden, I am. I tell you, if both my teams are out, I will be rooting for the Habs and the Oilers. Hey, Theo, Sam Eagle, what's going on? Leafs need something tonight just to justify their existence. Theo, you're not wrong. Theo, they need to do it tonight so we can tease Dave about it. That's what it's all about right now. Ty says, go Avs. Here comes Toronto up over the line, swinging it across near side for Nick Robertson. Plays it down in the corner as he lost the handle. Leafs trying to pick this one up. Big battle in the corner here. Swinging it to the point. Myers cross ice to the middle for Robertson. Tries to shoot it. That's poked off his stick. Good play there by Noah Laba. Bringing it in over the line. It's offside. They got to turn around, back it all the way up. 3.5 gone. Nope, 2.5 gone. Good math, Sam. 2.5 gone here in period number 3. This is going to be played down into the zone. Wall coming out. Going to play it around. He took a bit of a hack. Myers off the boards. Leafs going to put it down. No icing. Shesterkin setting it up. Quinlan coming in to steal it away. Jacob Quinlan working it along the boards, trying to put it back to Callie Yarncroke. He gets it passed by him. Uh-oh, Rangers breaking in. 3-on-0, and they throw it towards the net, and Joseph Wall is going to stop and hang on to it. Greeny, thank you for the super chat. Favorite Leafs defense pairing. Mine is Cabrela and McCabe. Oh, favorite Leafs pairing. That's a great question. Thank you for the donation, for the super chat. Favorite Leaf pairing. Cabrela and McCabe is pretty good. I also kind of like, was it McCowan and Natras that played together? If I'm remembering correctly. That's a question I don't think I've been asked before. Oh, Mark, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Here come the Leafs, 3-on-2. Into the zone, long shot. Shesterkin going to glove that one down. Hang on to it. Let's go. So the Oilers don't actually play tonight, Martin. The Oilers don't play tonight. They play tomorrow night. Salming, Charles. Salming was so good. Salming was so good. Jose, my anti-Ranger feelings run deep and strong. Oh, Brian Berard and Brian Leach. There you go. This one up high again. Shesterkin gonna grab it and bring it down. Joshua, not even if they're the only 2 Canadian teams. Thanks for sharing it out too. Nico, how's it going? Welcome in from Germany. I watch a lot of ice hockey, but in our league, the NHL is like 10 times faster. Wow. Well, welcome in, Nico. Thank you for joining us this evening. I hope you'll subscribe and come back and watch some more. Zibanejad coming in to take this against Matthews. These two have been at it all night long in the face-off circle. Come on, drop the puck. Zibanejad is going to get waved out. He has some words to say to the official. Lafreniere is kind of talking to Zibanejad. Lafreniere coming in to take it. Matthews and Lafreniere. Matthews going to win this one. Back shooting. Big rebound. Nylander trying to get there. He gets his stick tied up. Couldn't put it in. Rangers going to come out here on the rush. Over the line. Bringing it across. Lafreniere towards the net. And it's scooped up in the glove of Joseph Wall. And he's going to hang on to it. Bradley, and I hope not. I hope not today. We can't do that 3 times in a row. So we got Chris Johnson, Frank Saravelli, and Chris Johnson saying Perron is headed to the Red Wings for a conditional 4th. Back to the Red Wings. Well, he already had, I think, 1 stop on the Red Wings a couple years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Toronto trying to win this draw again. They do. Cowan going to pull it up. Leafs breaking out of their own zone. Good skating by the kid. Nye's going to throw it down in the corner, giving chase. Kind of like this Nyes and Cowan getting some playing time together. Tavares hustling back, 2-on-1. Cooley shooting, and Tavares gets a whack on him. Good hustle by Tavares. Wow, he's going to be exhausted. Back in front, stick tied up. Philip Myers can't get it. Shot right on, and Wall going to hang on to it. But what a hustle by John Tavares coming all the way back. That was a long skate. A 2-on-1 from the old blue line, and Tavares just hustling, and he gets a stick on the stick of Cooley's to break it up. Tavares puts his head down. I don't think I've ever seen Tavares skate like that. So what a play by John Tavares to come in and bug Cooley enough that he could not get a classic shot off. Tavares hits 35.6 kilometers an hour. 35.6. Wow. Oh my goodness, Mark, that's wild. Get Tavares some oxygen. That's right. That was hustle. Just coming all the way down the ice. Icing call on Toronto. 15:48 to go. Nova, how's it going? Welcome in. JT, the real Leafs captain. You're not alone in that. A lot of people feel like he is the true captain. Yeah, the Red Wings are stacking up for a real run here. Salming and Turnbull. Two very, very tough defenders. This coming to the line. Leafs can't clear it. Rangers keeping it in. Cycling around, going behind the back. Nice move here by Connor Sheary. Gets pushed up along the boards. Domi there. Joshua digging, trying to free the puck. Along the boards, Sheary comes away with it. Goes around behind. Domi watching him. Thrown back to the point. Schneider shooting. Rebound, backhand. That goes just wide of the post. Rangers come close. Kadri is available, Nova. He is probably one of the top guys on the trade board. We expect Kadri to be moved tomorrow. This is going to be rolling towards the net. Toronto going to play it. It's going to come to the line. Not out. Rangers keep it in. Joshua puts his man into the boards. Puck comes to Nick Robertson. It's bouncing on him. Leafs going to back it up, use the glass, and get this down the ice. And that is going to be another icing call against Toronto. Not going to be able to change. That's right. Perron going back to the the Red Wings, excuse me. Perron to the Red Wings. Not official yet. It's not up on the board, but that is being talked about. Ooh, oh boy, oh boy. Tired group on here for the Leafs. This fourth line, everybody's on 1 minute and 5 seconds. So they're going to have to get this out. Get a good change. Off the draw, Rangers win it. Here's a one-timer by Zibanejad. Good save, kicking it out. Rangers keep it in, keep the pressure on. This line is exhausted. Joshua throwing a hit. To the point again, another shot. Leafs going to put it towards the boards. Domi racing over. He can't clear. Rangers keeping it in. Lafreniere getting pinched up on the boards by McCabe. Domi coming over to help. Joshua can't get it out. Back over. Rangers coming in. They set it in the middle of the ice. Garkov causing trouble. Leafs still can't clear. Zibanejad keeps it in with a shot, and they score. Zibanejad throwing it to the net as this line absolutely gassed. Just can't get off the ice. And it looks like Lafreniere is going to get the goal. Wow. The icing just punishes this line as the Leafs could not get it out. Wall had to make a couple big stops, but with Lafreniere in front, neither Stetcher nor, was that Carlo? McCabe, excuse me. Neither Stetcher nor McCabe move Lafreniere out from the front of the net. He snuck behind him. Neither D saw him. They didn't move him out, and they score. So the Maple Leafs stuck on the ice for close to 2 minutes, a blown defensive play, and they're behind to the Rangers 3-2. Here comes Toronto right back up. Matthews putting it across. Riley going to keep this one in. The Rangers would score pretty quick after Toronto scored. Let's see if Toronto can do the same. Riley falls, getting it over to Matthews. Matthews trying to come out in front, got to go the other way. Michelli, he got tripped up. Matthews over to Michelli. Michelli, he's going to play it back to the point. Carlo doesn't shoot. Here's a quick shot by Riley. That one is high, knocked down. Nylander is there. Michelli trying to fish it out of the feet. So is Matthews, but from his knees. Schneider going to play it towards the boards. Matthews to Nylander, back to Carlo. Over to Riley. Riley to Matthews. Backhand right on. Nice save by Shesterkin. Good work by Shesterkin. Holy smokes. Yeah, Nick, shocked. But that's what happens when you're stuck on the ice for such a long time and you ice the puck. You put yourself in a hole. The Leafs were caught on 1 minute and 5 seconds. The Rangers won the draw and were running around in there. And the Leafs could not get it out. They had a couple opportunities. They just couldn't. Green, some of them I'm sure do. Back in the day, a lot of them did, if not most of them. I think it's probably a very small amount today, but I'm sure they do. That's right, Bradley. Lots of time left. Don't forget, the athletes today, you know, it's all about fitness. With all the fitness instructors and all the coaches they have, you know, the health and fitness of these players they're finely tuned athletic machines. So I don't think most of them are going to smoke because, you know, it takes away their lung capacity. And I just don't think so. I could be completely wrong though. Lawton of Colorado is a rumor. That would be an interesting one. We already sent Nick Waugh out there. Send Lawton too. What else can Colorado give us? What else? They going to give us another first rounder? The Leafs need the golf course. Probably for me, Sergei Bobrovsky rumors. Vegas has really had rough goaltending this year. I can see Vegas. Oh, man, I hope they don't send Bobrovsky to Vegas. I really hope they don't send Bobrovsky to Vegas. Colorado Avalanche, Detroit Red Wings are among the teams that have poked around for Scott Laughton. I can't imagine Toronto would trade to Detroit. I mean, I guess it depends what the return is. But you never kind of trade within your division. Right? Because you're going to help Detroit get better. You're going to have to play Detroit next year. So you never really trade within your own division unless you're getting something major back. Hey, the 40-year-old virgin in the house tonight. Heaven Almighty in the house tonight. Steve Carell throwing T-shirts to the crowd. Love Steve Carell. He's awesome. Looks good. Looks in good shape. Tavares in the corner loses a handle. This coming to the line. Carlo can't hold it in. Going to play it across. 13:20 to go. Welcome in, everybody. If you are just joining us, thanks for being here. Do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to become a subscriber of the channel. We are here not every Leaf game, but most Leaf games. When our schedule, I got 2 boys, both playing hockey, so sometimes the hockey schedule gets in the way. But we're here most, and when it comes to playoffs, we'll be streaming every single night, bringing you NHL playoff action. Of course, we got baseball on the channel as well. Blue Jays kicking things off. Spring training has been fun the last couple weekends. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to be part of our channel. Rangers off the draw, going to bring this one out of their own zone. Background, trying to work it. Cowan tying it up. Going to get it to Nyes. Nyes cannot chip it ahead. Has to tag up. Tavares brings it in over the line. Oh, there's an inadvertent collision. Matthew Nyes just completely ran over. Who was that? Completely ran over Laba. Laba's going to go right to the bench. Toronto going to put it in. Cowan trying to give some chase. Over on the far side. This brought in. Doesn't quite get around. Toronto holds it in. Back over to Stetcher. Stetcher leaving it here for Cowan. A little close quarters pass for Matthews. It's turned over. Here come the Rangers. Cowan, the lone man back. Cowan going to break it up. Go, Easton, go. Leafs caught in a line change. He's going to pull up, play it over. Ooh, that was so close to too many men on the ice. Leafs getting close there. That's right. Leafs won't lose enough to get in that top 5 or bottom 5, I guess, in regards to the their number 1 pick. Habs and Sharks linked to Scott Laughton per Kevin Weeks. Yeah, so same thing. I wouldn't trade to the Habs, but the Sharks I certainly would. It would be interesting to see what kind of a piece they would get from the Sharks. Again, we know we've talked before, Joshua, about Mario Ferrero. I would be surprised if the Sharks traded him, but that would help our defensive side. Yeah, Fogle got traded. I like Warren Fogle a lot, Jose. Rangers going to bring this one out of their own zone. Looking forward to another. Yeah, Drew, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We'll see what the Oilers can do. Not many teams will keep me up late at night. The Oilers are one of them. Danger, how's it going? Someone tell the Leafs they're allowing the they're allowed to win. The Rangers are tanking. This one back to the line. Leafs going to hold it in. Here's a long shot. Goes high into the mesh behind the net. 11:15 to go. Shots are now 26-20. Oh, Joshua, Will Smith is so good. I don't think it's impossible. Now at 3 p.m. Friday, we get a Bobrovsky move. It would be very interesting. I still think what a story it would be if somehow the Oilers pulled it off and they brought Bobrovsky to Edmonton. And then Edmonton goes and wins the cup. And Bob wins it 3 in a row, right? Bob absolutely stonewalls the Oilers in the Stanley Cup Finals 2 years in a row, goes to Edmonton and then wins another one. I think that would be such an amazing story. Be such a wild one. Hey, Joe, Bill, John, Fred, Jack, Joe, Bob. This one says, hi to everyone. There it is, Wayne. I love that. Papa's Little Elf, how's it going? Go Leaf. What's up, Krista? Welcome in. Rangers coming. Cooley with a shot. That one's going to go wide. Comes all the way down the ice. Garenkov back to pick it up. Toronto coming in. That's a weak forecheck there by Matty Nyes. Cut off by Tavares. In front, tried to slide it over. Back to the point. Toronto, Tavares. They have it in the Rangers zone. Tavares in his feet tries to center it. It's knocked out. Loose puck. Coming back. Philly Myers going to get there, turning, and he's going to rip it down. Over to Easton Cowan. Cowan, little back pass to Tavares. Tavares bringing it in, drops it over. Pass over for Nyes is tipped just too far away. Back over, the Rangers going to work this one out on the near side of the ice, getting past Nick Robertson, sliding it down in the corner. Carlo gives it away. Tavares has to come back and help out again. Carlo now with no stick. He's kicking at it. Tavares is digging at it as Connor Sheary is down on a knee. Myers trying to work and pick it away. That Carlo stick is getting in the way. Bringing it right in front of his own net. He's going to slide this one out of the zone. Nick Robertson with speed, going to chip it past the defender. Right on net, and Shesterkin comes away with it. Robertson tried to poke it away from him. He could not do so. Turning it around, Rangers going to throw this one down in the Leaf zone. Stopped by Joseph Wall. Here comes Morgan Riley. Riley, he's going to bring this one up, sending it down the ice. Rangers can intercept. Here comes New York. Breakaway. Rangers scores! Oh, no! Oh, my goodness. Yaroslav Chemlar is going to get his goal. Morgan Riley, a pass, hits behind Joshua. Chemlar bringing it right up. A nice little move and puts it past Joseph Wall. Oh, my goodness. Come on. Joshua is trying to devalue himself so he doesn't get traded. A shot, stick side on Joseph Wall, and puts it in. Oh, man. Chemlar's first NHL goal, and that was an absolute beauty. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Brutal is correct. Toronto is letting them win. Oh, my goodness. 4-2 Rangers. Yaroslav Chemlar gets the goal. Here come the Rangers again. Oh, they miss. Mika Zibanejad can't bury it in the empty net. What an opportunity to take a 5-2 lead. They're coming again. Here's William Nylander going to play it across. And they're going to bank this one down. Garenkov picks it up. He's going to wrap it around the boards. Hey, Real, what's going on? Welcome in. Here's Zibanejad. Going to play this cross in the middle of the ice. Left for Zibanejad. He scores. What just happened? What just happened? Yeah, Brad, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Slackst, I know. Morgan Riley and Brendan Carlo again, I think. Zibanejad missed one. No, it was Benoit. Benoit and Myers were the two defenders here. Zibanejad along the goal line gets his 25th of the year. My goodness. I can't believe how bad the Leafs are. Yep. You know, the Leafs are just doing this because I called out another streamer for being so miserable and so negative. But I won't dip to that level. No, I will not dip to that level. 5-2 is the score. The Rangers embarrassing the Maple Leafs here at Madison Square Garden. They're going to go for commercial break. Unbelievable what's happening right now. Let's bring it up. Where are we? Where are we? That's it? That's it? All right, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, the numbers are going. I got nervous. It's slow to tally. But if you have not subscribed yet, we got 500 people in here. If you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. We should at least be at like 850. Hit that subscribe button for us. Real, that's the plan. That's the plan as it is right now. That's what we are thinking. That's what we are hoping. The Rangers haven't won at home in regulation in a long time. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. There's still 8 minutes to go. Anything can happen. Thank you for those follows, Na and Tada. Appreciate it. Unbelievable. But your streams are fun enough. You might be converting me. Brand, thank you. I appreciate that. Greeny dropping some gifted memberships. Good luck. Who's the recipients? Oh my gosh. There's so much popping up. 23rd, Jose Gregory. And nobody. Congratulations on receiving the gifted memberships. Welcome to the world of memberships. You're pissing off all our wives. Let's go, Leafs. This is great. I want a bottom five. Oh my goodness. Model, what's going on? Leafs looking like Rogers or Loblaws hockey. Oh my goodness. It is bad. It is bad. They're coming back from commercial breaks. This is terrible. All right, Leafs. Let me pull the goalie, make it 6, 7, and 8. Leafs are saying, okay, Rangers, that's okay. You're going to take yourself out of the bottom, put us closer to it. Maybe I was wrong thinking it was the impossible. Charles, I know this is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Here come the Rangers. Rangers. Going to send this out like 50 people just ducked out with that goal. Everyone scores their first goal against the Leafs, right? At least it's a memorable goal. It's a memorable thing. It's a hot mess. Guy, it's crazy. It's crazy. Can't wait to hear the post-game pressers after this one. Maybe coach doesn't even make it to the weekend. 5-2 Rangers over the Leafs. Rangers going to win this draw. 8 minutes to go in this best on best. Sorry, I meant bottom on bottom. Carlo going to send it in around. Rangers can't get it. Nylander in the corner. Took the pass from, I think that was, is that Michelli? Back in the corner. Matthews with it now. Matthews going to feed it to the line. Carlo throws it towards the net. And that's going to be called up in the glove. Yeah, that's right, Mark. The Marlies play better. Wayne, the Marlies are so much fun. The Marlies are so much fun. If you've never been to a Marley game, you must go check it out. It is a great time. For a couple of soup packs. I think Michelli's played okay, actually. I don't think he's been horrible. Off the draw, right to Nylander. He shoots. That's going to be kicked aside. Wow. Hey, Sabby, how's it going? Keep on losing. Keep up with the Canucks. Trade every single person for a Happy Meal. Rangers going to bring this one up. They're going to chip this one down. Riley going to pick this one up. Riley getting it out of the zone. Little pass ahead to Kelly Yarncroke. Yarny going to throw this one in. Rangers have it. Going to send it down the ice. That's going to be an icing call on New York. I don't know if this is so much losing on purpose. I'd love to say, yep, they're doing it intentionally, but I don't know. It's possible to finish in the bottom 5. Then the Bruins get Toronto's first round draft choice in 27. So they didn't have a first round draft pick in 27. They just traded for one. So we'd have to see how that works. We'll be happy if the Leafs somehow brought in 2 more first round picks. I think it would be great if we could get a couple of first rounders in. It's supposed to be a good draft class this year, for sure. But anything they would trade for would be later first round picks. And then it would be a matter of, can they move up? Here come the Rangers around. Again, they would have to lose a lot of games. Here's another shot kicked aside. Rangers still have possession. For the Maple Leafs to fall to the bottom, New York would have to win. They would have to win a lot. Right? Rangers would have to pick up 10 points on Toronto. Chicago would have to pick up about 8 points on Toronto. So if we need Chicago or Calgary, one of those teams to really start winning. So even though Toronto loses, it doesn't matter. The bottom teams have to start winning. Rangers have it in the feet, right in that slot. Comes to Tavares. Tavares going to put it off the boards. Matthew Nyes trying to chip 3. Nice play. Matthew Nyes, great save by Shesterkin. Matthew Nyes is driven hard into the end boards. But what a play. What a move by Matthew Nyes, driving hard towards the net. And a great little move, but Shesterkin with the left pad kicks it out. Huge save there. Rangers doing something unusual. That they are. That they certainly are. Florida, the new home of hockey. Let's take a look. Let's see what's happening. Let me go back to that out-of-town scoreboard. So 5-1 Buffalo up over the Penguins. Panthers coming back. It's now 3-2 with 2:50 left in the third. Nico Mikkola and Sam Bennett picking up a couple of goals for the Panthers. So Florida making it interesting there. Predators are up 4-1 over the Boston Bruins. Wow, Nashville. Look at them go. Matthew Wood, Eric Howla, Philippe Forsberg scoring for the Preds in the second. Morgan Geekie, the lone goal for the Boston Bruins. The Mammoth beat the Flyers 3-0, so shutout there for Utah. It was Carcone with the third goal there. No score, Jets and Lightning. No score, Senators and Flames. So very interesting. Florida, the Panthers. 1:43 now to go. Empty net for Florida. Florida, the press on. Oh, Columbus scores into the empty net. 4-2 Columbus now. So they're probably going to take that one home. Panthers tried to tie it up. Just couldn't. If Toronto loses tonight, will it be 6 straight 1 point in the last? It'll be something crazy. Leafs, man, they love their overtime games. It'll be 3 for sure. I'd have to go back and look before. No, because they lost. I'd have to go back and double check. Your favorite was Darcy Tucker. Tucker was a great pick. Tucker is a great pick. All right, let's go. Toronto off the draw, going to win it in the Rangers zone, but Lafreniere comes away with the puck. He's going to play it off the boards. Nylander keeps this one down. What are the odds Toronto can score 3 in the next 5 minutes? Banking it around. Leafs have it in the Rangers zone. Coming around. I don't think Shesterkin will let up that many so quickly. Domi went to my Uncle Rick's wedding and gave a free jersey. Nice, 23rd. That's cool. Very cool. This coming down. Colt, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome into the channel. Welcome in, everybody. Toronto going to play this one back. About 5 minutes to go. Empty net. Maple Leafs have pulled the goalie because they say 5 isn't enough. We want it to be 6. Matthews behind the net. Tavares getting around. Toronto playing it back to the point. Riley over to Matthews. Matthews down low. Bounce pass. Side of the net. That goes just wide. Tavares sending it around the boards. Too far for Matthews. He's got to race and pick it up. Matthews down on his knees. Still digging. Trying to get it over to Tavares. Comes to Zibanejad. Zibanejad shooting for the net. That's going to go wide. That's going to be an icing call. 4:41 to go now. 2 points in 6 games. Yeah, that's bad. Mark, that is really funny. That is really funny. So nice attempt to play. Tavares bumping it up to Nyes. Couldn't get that shot on goal. The drought lives on, Sammy. Yes, it does. One more year. Back to the line. Robertson to Cowan. Cowan. Middle of the ice. McCabe just keeps it in. Here's a long shot. Side of the net. Loose puck. They're digging for it. Another shot. That one's going to go high and wide. It's going to come out and all the way down the ice. Leafs got to come back. 30 shots on goal for Toronto. 6-on-5 situation as the Leafs have pulled their goaltender. Here comes McCabe. He's going to drop it back. Cowan going to bring it ahead. They're going to flip it up, dump it down. Schneider picks the loose puck up. Can't clear. Still in here. Puck is bouncing around. Rangers, now they get it to the line. Domi picks up the loose puck. Going to play this one all the way back. Yarncrow can't get it. Goes in, racing in here. Cowan comes up with the puck. Easton Cowan. He's going to play it to the middle of the ice. It's tipped. It's going to come all the way down. Tavares has to race back for it. 3:40 to go. 3:40 to go. Tavares going to play this one up into the zone. Play being knocked around. Going to come to the line. Nylander holds it in. Over at the side, into the slot. A backhand pass across. And the Rangers intercept. They're going to clear yet again. If not a first for Bobby McMahon and contenders are running out of them to trade, then Toronto would consider 2 seconds. I think that is a huge mistake, Josh. I think that's a huge mistake. Cooley can't get it. You're going to give up oh, what a move by Tavares. Between the legs, shooting, rebound, and they put it just wide. And Cowan is slamming his stick, wanting to know why there's no call. Here comes Cooley to the empty net, and he scores. The Leafs are absolutely, it was Michelli, absolutely livid, screaming profanities at the officials. And the officials, again, haven't called anything in the Leafs' favor. So Tavares with a nice dangle, but my goodness. A slash breaks Michelli's stick. The slash from Zibanejad, he comes up and down like this, breaking Michelli's stick. Michelli screaming at the official. We've seen that called 1,000 times. Not that it would matter, but my goodness. Joshua, thank you for the roses. Unbelievable. 6-2, the Rangers. Unbelievable. Why would any contender trade for him right now? Well, we know Bobby McMahon is in high demand. A lot of people want Bobby McMahon. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. I don't need a gold medal. I just need you to hit that subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe. Yes, the rest of this season is going to be brutal, but you'll want to come back playoff time. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. Yarncroke bringing this into the zone. He's going to give it away. Toronto has to steal it back. They're going to dump this one down. Down in the zone, setting it up behind the net. There we go. That's how you do it. There we go. Thank you, by the way, for hitting that button. You said 6-3 at the beginning. Here come the Rangers again. Over the zone. Leafs going to steal. Domi has it bobbled behind him. Tries to center it. It's taken away. Here comes Cartier. Dropping it, shooting, hits the goalpost. Rangers going to hold it in at the line. 1:46 to go. 1:46. So we got a whistle here. Lawton could be getting traded. Yes, indeed. Wow, this has been brutal. Red Wings acquired David Perron from the Senators for conditional draft picks. If he plays in a game the rest of the season, it's a 2026 fourth. It's going to be flipped to the line. If the Red Wings win first round and Perron appears in 50% of the games, it's a third. Interesting conditions. I like that. Hey, Prep, what's going on? Welcome in. I'm switching to the Panthers. That would be the day, Prep. That would be the day. You had me for a second, though. Jonathan, we opened them yesterday. I did clip that part of the intermission and posted it on the channel. So if you missed it yesterday, you can go watch it. It is a video on the channel. He did, Andrew. Yes, Perron did have a stint in Detroit already, so he's going to return. Rangers throwing this one towards the net. Domi pushing and shoving in front. It's going to go up and hit the mesh. Domi and Parsonen having some conversations. Domi is smiling and laughing, trying to shake things up a little bit. And Chris says, about time the Rangers won. Very sloppy indeed. That's right, David Boy. Preseason doesn't mean much. TML, what's going on? Welcome in. The Leafs win a game. Tell the Maple Leafs to go and enjoying a nice relaxing bath. Then the game went down the tubes. Oh, Prep. This coming around. Toronto going to pick it up. Last minute of play. The Rangers looking to win a home game. It's been a while. The Rangers were just desperately looking to disturb Prep's bath. That's really what it's about. Hey, Pete. Maple Leafs. Garlic, it's older. Richard, right? Here they come. 33 seconds to go. Toronto into the zone. Cowan going to play it back. Leafs just going to dump it in. They're just trying to run this clock out right now. We will see tomorrow, trade deadline day, what moves are going to be made. We're going to find out. We are going to find out. Rangers just hanging on to it behind the net, running it down. Will the Leafs pick up more first-round picks? What is it going to look like? Honestly, appreciate that you do this. Not being able to see the game, do a great job. Thank you, 23rd. I appreciate it. I found it quite rude of the team to absolutely quit in the third. Right? Exactly. So the game, while you're in the bath, you might get a shock. There you go. This one is done. The Leafs lose the battle of the worst teams. The Rangers pick up a win at home. Congratulations, Ranger fans. You're going to play yourself into the bottom. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. Tomorrow is trade deadline day. I'm excited to see what it becomes. I hope you will be too. From all of us here at the Samwelb12 Experience, thank you for watching along. I hope you had a lot of fun. I know I did. So thanks for being a part of what we do. Mods, thank you for everything. We appreciate it so very much. To all the channel members, thank you for being a part of our channel and supporting us with membership. Congratulations to the recipients of the gifted members tonight. Greeny, thank you for purchasing some gifted memberships as well as joining yourself and the super chats. And congratulations, BB, as well, for becoming a rookie. We appreciate you all so very much. We know this didn't go the way we hoped it would, the way we wanted it to, but hey, we had fun making fun of it. And yeah, it's the only way we can do it. We might be frustrated, but let's be frustrated together and make the best of it. That's right. Rock bottom doesn't have to be so bad when you're together with friends. Thank you so much for all the kind words. I appreciate it. Doesn't matter how many L's we take, We're going to take them together. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll see you very, very soon. My name is Sam, live on the SB12 Network. It's time to go. Peace, love, and let's see some trades, Leafs. Make it happen. Good night, everybody. See ya.